Chat, you're really tempting me right now, so many of you are complaining. I will play something worse. I will play something worse. You guys know that I will. I will play something worse than what we're doing right now. Hello, everyone. Hello. Will I play something worse? I might just. You guys are tempting me to. Where's Dolly Parton? I'm scared. No, Lazy, please. God. I mean, the stream's already gonna be insane. So, I mean, this is I would only play this one thing. This is the only thing I would. Hold on. It has to be a specific part. I would only play this specific part, and then I would never play the rest of it. Hold on. Where is it? Is it at the beginning of the song? Because that would be so awesome. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna go right to it. Like, hold on, chat. Hold on. Hold on. We all know this banger, right, chat? Right, right, chat?
We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name.
You know, it's really weird that that the party that claims to be afraid of AI taking over is like, oh, our future, if we let the authoritarians take over, it'll just be like Terminator movies, and then we get AI tribute music.
We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame.
Wait. How have you guys not seen this? Oh my god. Fake and gay. So true. In today's live stream, Lazy is torturing their audience for fun. Oh, chat, you guys have no idea. You guys, you have no idea. I'm so happy I live in the UK. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop laughing. Listen, it's been a month. I can laugh about it now. You know, all comedians have to wait at least a month before they can joke about anything. That's the golden rule. That's what I've learned. Alright, chat. Alright. Chat. Welcome. Thank you all for being here. Are you guys— I can't wait for you guys to see me. Hold on. Wait. I didn't even set the bubble thing up yet. Shit. Hold on. Hold up. First of all, we need the goal. That's important. And second of all, I need to fill my guns. I didn't even fill my guns. Crispy. Anyway. Gold's there. And I need to fill my guns up with bubbles. Give me my guns. Give me my bubbles. I forgot about this part. This essential part of my live streaming career is shooting bubbles in your face, and I have nothing prepared. Fill up that. Are you orange? Am I? Well, tell me you're using a generic white character. Yo, don't spoil it. How do I sound, chat, by the way? How do I sound? Hopefully not echoey like I was that one time. There we go. We're all good now. Okay. Don't spoil the surprise. Alright. Good to see you, Buddha. Sucks you can't stick around because it's gonna be a fun stream. Chat. Chat. This hat won't stay on my head. That's the only shitty part about this. You sound good? Amazing. Well, chat, welcome. Oh my god. Wait, I don't have my light on. Hold on. Wait, I look way more orange with the light off. I look way more orange with the light off. Thank you, Echo, for the $1.99. Hold on. Hold on. Turn this. 1 second. I have to move these. Move. There we go. There. Oh my. Why is my hair clipping out? It's not green. Oh my fucking god. Whatever. Fucking whatever. Oh god damn it. Guys, blonde lazy doesn't exist. She can't hurt you. Oh no, lazy has become the hawk tool lady. Shut the fuck up. No. It's a generic white Christian woman. I don't have a cross. Shoot. Where's my, hold on. 1 second. You want to get? My cat needed to leave. Where is that necklace I have? Do I still have it? Shit. Do I still? No. Guys, I can't be a God-fearing woman without Jesus on my neck. Shit. I thought I had like a cross. I had a cross choker once. I don't know where it is. Whatever. It's fine. Anyway. I don't know why I'm cutting out so much. Anyway. Look. That's funny as fuck. Anyway. I need to adjust this real quick. Oh. I'm small now. Small. Thank you, Mahai, for the $1.99. Confused banshee screaming. That's how I feel. That's how I feel anytime I listen to Marjorie Taylor Greene talk. Oh, goodness. Marjorie Taylor Greene's name sounds familiar. Who is she? Well, let's get into that. I'm sure you're all probably confused as to why I'm doing this. Let's just say that I've had an epiphany of how I should do my streams, because I've been a little, not uninspired, just trying to figure out what I should do as a streamer. And I've realized that part of the brand, or at least part of what I should be doing when I'm live streaming, is that the streams should eventually become videos, and all the process of how I make my videos should be something accessible for my audience to see. And so you guys are coming on a little bit of a journey with me. And what I mean by that is that we're going to do a bunch of research for the next upcoming streams on people in MAGA who are congresswomen who supported the movement, who have recently had falling outs from the Trump regime. And then that's going to become a video called, you know, the fall of the MAGA Girlies or something like that. And of course, we're first starting off with Marjorie Taylor Greene because she is the one that I've known about for the longest time. Lazy, I'm very upset right now. Why? Why? What's wrong? Did you get called into work today? Again? No, I'm kidding. You look straight out of your Herbalife convention girl? Yeah, probably. But anyways. So, we're working on... Claudia's made me listen to all of the Has-Been music and it blows. Damn, I might need your opinion on that then. For, like, the Has-Been Hotel video, inevitably, when that comes out next year. I need to save up money so that I can cosplay one of the people on that show. One of the sluts. One of the sluts. Anyway. Let me try to figure out if I can fix the latency thing. Is it filter? I think it's a filter. Where's filters at? Why can't I find the filters? Oh wait, it's because I'm not doing it on the right source. I'm fucking stupid. No. Invert, transform, scale, blending. Okay, filters. Filters. Edit filters. See if I can fix the Oh, I feel like that made it worse. Ew. Ew. Is that the best it's gonna get? Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe it's the lighting that's making it, like, do that. Yeah, this shadowy, whatever the fuck that is. Gimme. God, I look like this looks fucking awful. I look so bad. I can't get the lighting in the right. Maybe if it's like right there. Oh wow, I look whitewashed. Oh god. Holy shit. No, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh fuck. Maybe if I did the orange undertone. Oh no. God damn. The lighting's just never gonna be good for these streams, is it? That's so unfortunate. Oh, and now you can see this green screen almost. What is happening? Good lord. Okay. God help me. God, you know what? This is what happens when you're a godless heathen like me, chat. This is what happens. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh! Okay. Contrast? This doesn't really do anything. Brightness. Gamma? I don't know why it's doing it like that, though. So bizarre. Like, phasing in and out of existence currently, trying to figure this out. Unfortunately, I think that's the best it's gonna end up doing. Ah, fuck. This is what I get for becoming a classic white woman. The Saint Lazy of Bubbles would be better. What are we talking about? Trad life lazy jump scare. It's funny. These people out here dress like this unironically. I know. I'm already sweating, dude. This is how do women do this so often? Anyways, let's get into it, chat. So this, like I said in the beginning of this is going to become, eventually this will become, a brand new video, and it's gonna be like the videos I was talking about last stream, where it's like, an overall, like, the title is like the topic, and then it's like a chapter by chapter of like 4 individual topics that kind of fit under the big one. And for the next video, well, not this next video, but for one of the videos I'm going to be working on is the fall of MAGA girlies, right? And it's mostly just going to be people who have been like actual congresswomen who have had falling outs recently due to stuff like mostly the Epstein files, really, but like, because there has been a coalition, kind of a turn of the tides recently that I find super fascinating. Now, let's get this out of the way, because I know that there's going to be questions, obviously. Political affiliation doesn't really matter. I'm doing this purely for the sense of comedy, because I could not care less. I'm sure you guys have been watching the channel know what my views are, or at least how they've evolved over time. Not that I was MAGA, but I was involved in anti-SJWism, which is tied heavily into MAGA. I was raised in a family that is very heavily supporting of MAGA, and in my online experiences being exposed to anti-SJW-isms on the internet, it almost made me fall into the alt-right pipeline. And of course, I'm not any of that anymore. not even remotely close at all. Is this meant to, is it mean to call your look the good ending Trisha Paytas? This isn't even the good ending. I mean, I think Christian white Republican woman is not a good ending for anybody. So, I love you, Trish. Guys, should I take on Trisha Paytas' job? I think I would make a really good trashy fat bitch. That'd be fucking hilarious. Anyway. But the reason why we're starting with Marjorie first is because I've known about her the longest, right? I wish I could keep this hat on, but unfortunately I can't, because I do need to show you videos today where we talk about this woman. Hold on. Here we go. This still is her look, I think. I'm never gonna be able to make blonde work. I don't even know why I try. So, we're starting with in our MAGA Girly Extravaganza stream, research stream that eventually will turn into a full script and it'll become a full video. We're starting with MTG because she's the one I've known about the longest and whose current path of political affiliation has been interestingly skewed, to say the least. If anyone's been paying attention recently, you would know that MTG had a big falling out. She has recently resigned from her job, and a lot of people are speculating that's probably because she may bid to run for the presidency. I don't believe that route will go well for her, but, you know, here's hoping. I'm getting sick of the green screen. I think I might just turn it off because the filter is disgusting. That filter is horrid. What happens if here, can I do a custom color and then adjust it to the actual color behind me, or no? No, it's not gonna let me. That sucks. Ah! Okay, never mind. My only two options are green, blue, and magenta. Magenta? Really? Oh, I have disappeared. I have disappeared entirely from the screen. What the fuck? Why? No, I'm aware. I'm trying to fix it. That's so weird. Okay, let me get rid of this. See if that fixes it. Okay, there. We're done fucking with the green screen. It's not gonna work. Not today, anyway. Another time. See, I think my problem is that I don't have any place to put this ring light that's like right in front of me. It's off to the side, which looks like ass, by the way. Oh god, chat, you're hiding behind me. Hold on. Where's chat? Chat. There you go. Girl be losing connection with the void. The void is eating me currently. Hello. Okay, so let's get right into what we're talking about today. Of course, since you guys know how this works around here, we do have, sorry. Marjorie Taylor Greene took the thought out of my brain. We do have the bubble goal of every time we reach 10 donations, I shoot you in the face, with my gun. So, always appreciated everybody that shows up for streams, everyone who donates, everyone who just watches for fun. I'm glad that I get to do this as my side gig, right? Censoring chat is the best choice for it. It's the most America first thing I could do. So, let's talk about our girl here, Marjorie. So, the first time I'd ever heard of Marjorie Taylor Greene, of course, was back in 2018, 2019, when the Parkland shooting happened. I think the Parkland shooting was 2018. I remember because I was still in high school, right? It happened in my senior year. And some of the students of the Parkland shooting would end up going into the routes of politics, one of which was David Hogg. And this was the first video I had ever seen of Marjorie Taylor Greene basically harassing David Hogg. If you don't know, David Hogg is currently, you know, running for I don't know if he's running for positions in office, but he does do, like, politics because he was a victim of the Parkland shooting. He gave a speech, he gave a speech about, you know, what had happened afterwards, saying that we need gun reform, this is the only way we can stop this, and Marjorie decided to chase him down, on an outing, not like he was going anywhere, he was just hanging out with his mom, and decided to pull this. Oh, wait. Stop. Oh, it's because it's... What? I didn't just mute it again, did I? The fuck? Play. It's not coming through my headphones for some reason. What the hell? Is it because these are off? Are these off? No, they're not off. Unless if this video just won't... Yeah, it keeps muting it. Excuse me. That's weird.
And why are you using kids
there it goes.
As a barrier?
There we go.
Do you not know how to defend your stance? Look, I'm an American citizen. I'm a gun owner. And the money behind it and the kids to try to take away my Second Amendment rights. You don't have anything to say for yourself? You know, if school zones were protected by with security.
Thank you, Mac, with some cheese with the 2. The sheer caucasity of the stream today. True. So yeah, this person was, I'm pretty sure this woman with the handbag is his mother. I think he's walking to some event to give a speech, because he'd given a couple speeches before, after the shooting, about gun reform, and Marjorie Taylor Greene took that as, oh, you want to take my rights away as a gun owner kind of thing. Like, you want to take my guns out of my hands sort of thing. Obviously, I don't think that's what David Hogg was saying. I think he was saying that there need to be more regulations than there obviously are not in this country. But Marjorie will always see any form of, like, gun reformation as a government overreach to either restrict somebody getting a gun or just taking them away entirely, because she's a disingenuous, crazy person.
Would be no mass shootings at schools. Do you know that?
Okay, hold on. I gotta play that part again, because it...
At schools.
Okay.
Would be no mass... With security guards with guns, there would be no mass shootings at schools. Do you know that? The best way to stop a bad guy with a gun is with a good guy with a gun.
Oh my god. Okay, so, of course we all know MTG is somebody who is, like, really heavily into gun rights, right? And her stance on it, basically, in terms of, like, stopping a school shooting as she educates this stupid victim who just wouldn't know anything about gun politics, obviously. It's not like he just faced a deadly mass shooting. Is basically, like, if we put more guns in school, that'll stop the guns coming into the schools. I cannot emphasize enough how this would absolutely not work, ever. First of all, it would make it easier for any kid who's, like, planning a school shooting to commit a school shooting if the guns are already in the school, and they don't have to sneak it in or steal it from their parents. They're like, well, we'll just steal Miss Jones's gun from her desk. That would be so much easier to start a mass shooting or at a school if the guns are already in the fucking building. So obviously, that's fucking stupid. But also, there have been several instances of mass shootings happening in places where a lot of people are gun owners, do have guns, and open carry, and nothing is ever, like, done. They never, like, pull out a gun and be like, I'm gonna be here, the hero of the day. No, this whole, like, myth of good guys with guns, it's not realistic. People don't get, like, in shootouts like it's the Wild West in the United States anymore. That doesn't happen. So to even imply that could be a solution to somebody, again, who's been through a deadly mass shooting is really fucking dumb. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'd rather listen to Andrew tomorrow. I promise. I hope. Ew, but also 100% understandable. Anyway.
What's your emergency?
Please help. Someone at the high school. Please.
Oh.
A shooter.
Okay, is anybody injured?
Okay,
Yes, a lot of blood. Please help, please.
Okay, we're already starting the paramedics.
Right.
I
so
say
afterwards,
we will not stop until every man, every woman, every child, and every American can live without fear of gun violence, and to that I say, no more.
Sad. He has nothing to say because there really isn't anything to say, you guys. And he's a coward. He can't say one word because he can't
he's a fucking child. I can't emphasize this enough. This fucking woman, hold on. Imagine. Could you imagine? You just survived the deadliest mass shooting ever. Lore update tomorrow. Go to Op Block tomorrow. Tomorrow. Anyway, right now we're not talking about someone shitting themselves. We're talking about a woman who spews shit from her mouth. Different. Fauci when he forgets again. No, he just got called into work. That's not. But yeah, could you imagine? You just survived one of the deadliest mass shootings, or any sort of school shooting ever, an event where a gun was within your vicinity and being used in a deadly way, and this fucking, I think she's under 50 years old, I know that, but she's like 40-year-old woman is following you around going like, you're such a coward. You don't even have anything to say. You have nothing to say, coward. What? The caucasity of this bitch. So that's how I learned about her, right? This is how I learned about her, was her literally harassing people of the Parkland shooting after the event happened and asking them about, like, their views on gun rights. Now, I should also present this with the caveat that Marjorie Taylor Greene believes that the Parkland shooting was a psyop. She doesn't believe that it was done by, like, a student who commits a mass shooting that happens almost all the time in America. No. She believes that it was conducted by a leftist cabal government in order to make the executive change to put more gun regulations and rip guns away from, like, gun owners who are, like, lawfully allowed to keep their guns. She believes that it's the same thing that Alex Jones believed about, Sandy Hook, that it's all, like, a big government conspiracy theory to give them the excuse to take away gun owners, like, guns. They just commit, like, the government will kill your kids and commit mass shootings on purpose to have an excuse to try and push gun legislation to take guns away from Americans. I can tell you already, considering that we have more guns than people in this country, why that's fucking dumb. And considering that every single legislation that has been pushed through, even during the Biden administration, of some sort of gun regulation, to at least, you know, have more background checks, have, like, mental health checks before you purchase a gun, more barriers, every single one of those that have been pushed has failed. So if they're doing mass shootings as the excuse to, like, push for legislation that'll take your guns away, then those legislations would have been pushed and they would have become law by now. But they're not. Like, so this is dumb. But that's how I first learned about this woman. And even when I was in my, like, anti-SJW, like, sort of Republican falling into alt-right-ism kind of thing, I fucking hated this bitch. Because, to me, it's one thing to, like, be a gun owner, right? And be an obnoxious Republican gun owner. You know, I've grown up with that. It's another thing to harass school shooting victims who are like, hey, this is traumatic for me. I don't wish this to happen on anyone else. And the only way to stop that is to maybe, you know, have more barriers in place so that people can't get a deadly weapon that will kill my fellow students again. And she just goes, you have nothing to say, huh? You can't answer my questions, huh? You're such a coward. Like, what a bitch. Like, I'm like, there could not, like, there's always the saying when it comes to the political landscape that every single tragedy can be used for political gain. It can be used as a political talking point. Marjorie Taylor Greene was the fucking face of doing just that. It was almost like after every tragedy that's ever happened, she always used that as her soapbox to be like, this is why we need good guys with guns kind of thing. This is why we need to, like, harass people when they're just kind of trying to advocate for some sort of push for, you know, some governance over this. As she always used tragedies as an excuse to do that. Greedy old senile fucks. Exactly. So, I have a video, and it's by Fundy Fridays. I absolutely love Fundy Fridays. I love them talking about this sort of stuff with, like, Christian fundamentalism, white nationalism, MAGA culture. And we have a video by them, but I also have MTG's Wikipedia pulled up in case we need to take reference to it. But she only really assumed office in 2021, which is kind of crazy to think about because, like, I've known about her since at least 2018, and she only actually gained, like, congressional power in 2021 during the Biden administration. Like, she was one of the people that was heckling him during his first addressing to Congress, and she was the one that was heckling him and, like, booing him and whatever the fuck. And that was when she actually took power. The whole other years that she was, like, advocating for Donald Trump within his 4-year stint, she wasn't even holding political office. I mean, she was, but, like, she didn't really assume office in, like, Georgia's as a House of Representative until 2021. All those other times was just her kind of being a political pundit at that point. So, this is Marjorie. You know, I always say this about her, and I've said this for the longest time since I've known that she's existed, her eyeballs are too close to each other. I always referred to her as, like, the Republican Muppet, because that's what she looks like to me. Like, it's two really close eyes with a big Muppet nose and a mouth. But yeah, no, that's MTG right there. Can we get back to this? Thank you. So, as described by Wikipedia, which is not a fantastic source. I have sources pulled from elsewhere, but I'm just giving you a general synopsis here. She is an American politician, businesswoman, and conspiracy theorist. Right off the back, we are getting into a wonderful start. That they immediately announced that she is a conspiracy theorist, which she is. Let's not get that twisted. Marjorie Taylor Greene has, like, headlined straight up QAnon conspiracy. She is part of the QAnon cult. She has served as the U.S. representative for Georgia's 14th congressional district since 2021. A member of the Republican Party, she was elected to Congress in 2020 following the retirement of Republican incumbent Tom Graves. And was re-elected in 2022 and 2024. Greene is widely considered to be a populist and far-right Republican who is also self-described as a nationalist. Not a white nationalist, just an American nationalist, which is, I guess, different, question mark. Oh, she was under 51 when that video happened. Anyway, Greene has promoted Islamophobic, anti-Semitic, white supremacist view, including the white genocide conspiracy theory. For those of you who do not know, it's basically great replacement theory. That's what it is. It's the idea that they are trying to outbreed white people, and their proof of that is the fact that we are projected to have more mixed race people in the upcoming 20 years than we do having a white majority in this country. And they see that as the fact that white people will now become the minority in this country, not the majority, as proof that they are trying to basically replace all white people, basically. It's white replacement theory. As well as QAnon and Pizzagate. She has amplified conspiracy theories that allege government involvement in mass shootings, such as the Parkland shooting. She believes that the government was involved in the Parkland shooting as an excuse to get rid of guns. Implicated the Clinton family in murder, because, of course. Suggested the attacks of 9/11 were a hoax. That one's actually new. I didn't know that one. She believes that 9/11 was a hoax? That's crazy. Before running for Congress, Greene supported calls to execute prominent Democratic Party politicians, including Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. What is it with white women? Seriously, what is it with white women? Am I right? What's the cult thing? Are you talking about, well, I mean, are you talking about QAnon? Because QAnon I would consider a cult, but what is it with white women, right, that cannot handle Barack Obama? They either want to execute him or fuck him. It's never just like he's a cool guy. MTG looks like her hair was dyed like, wait, MTG looks like her hair is dyed like, looks like one of those brown roots, literally. As a congresswoman, she equated the Democratic Party with Nazis and compared COVID-19 safety measures to the prosecution of the Jews. Amazing. Later apologizing for this comparison. During the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Greene promoted Russian propaganda, because of course, and praised its president Vladimir Putin. Greene identifies as a Christian nationalist. Echo with the 199, MTG is just sentient cheese with maggots. Good lord. Hey, Lazy, looking like a real American today. Oh, fuck me. I look like a drag queen's interpretation of whatever the fuck this is. But yes, she's all of the highlights of somebody who would follow President Donald Trump, right? Right? Perfect. Now, let's get this perfectly clear for anybody who is not familiar with MTG's brand of Christianity and how she promotes herself. She is the craziest of Bible thumpers. And with that being said, I think I need to make it a caveat because I have family members who are Christians and Republicans. She may tout herself as that, but she is way fucking crazier than the average Republican and Christian. She believes and identifies as a Christian nationalist that America needs to be a Christian country, and what that means is that everybody is a Christian. Doesn't matter if you believe it or not. She doesn't believe in the separation of church and state. She believes that all of us, collectively, need to be supporting the will of God. Which is great in theory, except for no one fucking cares. Except for, we also live in a country that freedom of religion also means freedom from religion, and also means expressing all types of religion, not just hers. But she doesn't fucking care about that. She only cares that you support her version of, Christianity, which, if you're a Christian naturalist, Christianity is heavily tied to politics. It's not separate at all. Echo with the 199, she also said that Jewish people have space lasers. Yes, we will get into that, Echo, thank you. So, we're gonna watch a little bit of a couple of things. First of all, for those of you who are unaware of what's been going on in the world of politics, it's insane, obviously, as it is every day. But, I have to... Here, hold on. Let me do that, no. This. There we go. That's a little better. So, in the world of politics, everything's falling apart because of a little scandal surrounding... Excuse me. I need to drink some water. There we go. Excuse me. There we go. Sorry about that, chat. Need to hydrate. So, the world over here in America is collapsing, and that is due to a little bit of a scandal about a certain pedophile, with a certain list that may or may not exist. It kind of just depends on the day. And so, this basically, the next few streams are going to be about the people that have signed on to release these said files about said pedophile, who Donald Trump tried to pressure into not signing them, and then was totally cool with them signing them, but then called them all traitors. And Marjorie Taylor Greene was the one that he went after for seemingly the most, aside from Lauren Boebert, who is probably going to be the next stream. But, if you haven't seen, like, the things happening on social media, he just went off on this person, on Marjorie, to the point that she had received, like, actual death threats from Trump supporters, which, you know, she was happy to use the, MAGA movement as her little spout of screaming death threats at liberals until they turned around on her. Oh no, the leopards are eating faces, of course. And so, she is now resigning from Congress, and I want to play a little bit of this video to see what exactly she has to say, because she has, you know, completely turned on the current Republican Party as is. She has said that Donald Trump's America First policies are a lie, and she signed on to release the Epstein files because she believes that regardless on if Republicans or Democrats are on that list, regardless if Donald Trump's in him, because he is, that what should matter are having morals and whatever. Marjorie Taylor Greene having morals is insane in the big year of 2025, but what has basically happened is that people are kind of eating this shit up, right? They're like, oh, MTG finally grows a fucking spine. I don't know if this is really her growing a spine, but we'll see. So we're gonna watch this in its entirety. I'm going to speed it up so that we don't have to listen to her talk at the length of a snail. So let's go into it.
Hi, everyone. I've always represented the common American man and woman as a member of the House of Representatives, which is why I've always been despised in Washington, D.C., and just never fit in. Americans are used by the political industrial...
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
Hi, everyone.
Yep.
I've always represented the common American man and woman as a member of the House of Representatives, which is why I've always been despised in Washington, D.C., and just never fit in.
Okay. 1 second. I need to first, I don't mean to interrupt Marjorie immediately, but I need to show you guys why exactly this woman never fit in. Let me show you something. Because it's kind of funny. There's probably a couple of reasons why Marjorie Taylor Greene has never been somebody that fit in. And some of those reasons actually might surprise you. This first one, I think, surprises pretty much anybody who knows of how the situation's been treated, between Israel, the IDF, and the people over in Gaza. She has been the only real Republican to actually call the crisis a genocide. Everybody else in the Republican Party, especially Donald Trump, has been really close with Netanyahu, and consider Israel a good ally of America and America's friend. and they do not acknowledge what is happening to the people of Gaza as a genocide because Donald Trump hates brown people. And so do most Republicans because they're like, 9/11 happened, so I will be bitter forever. She was the only one to ever call it a genocide, which is probably why she doesn't really get along with a lot of Republicans who are very pro-Israel. The other thing that might, you know, have caused her little rift is the fact... Hold on, I have to find it. Oh my god. Yes, this is it. So, the House votes to remove Marjorie Taylor Greene from the committee assignments. This was back in 2021, and the main reason they were voting to have her removed was because, let's just be fucking honest, Marjorie Taylor Greene's annoying. This is reported by CNN. The House voted Thursday evening to remove Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene from her committee assignments, a decisive step that comes in the wake of recently unearthed incendiary and violent past statements from the congresswoman that have triggered widespread backlash from Democrats and divided congressional Republicans. The vote tally was 230 to 199. This is a crazy tally, by the way. Holy shit. With 11 Republican House members voting with Democrats to remove Greene from her committee assignments. So what exactly did, she say? Oh! It's about her past statements about 9/11 being a hoax. That's why. Oh, got it. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. So House Democrats who control the chamber, this was back in 2021, set a vote attempting, yeah. I want to see, okay. Greene defended herself ahead of the vote in the speech on the House floor and attempted to distance herself from the dangerous and debunked QAnon conspiracy theories, which she embraced. That's probably why. Echo, thank you for the 99 cents. Lazy, what did you do to yourself? Oh, nothing. I just became your sleep paralysis demon. I just joined. She looks like she got stung by a bee or had an allergic reaction or some shit. That's crazy. Oh, goodness. Hello, Jeremy. Sorry, I read that as Jerry for a second. Anyway, the congresswoman said after seeing things in the news that didn't make sense to me, she stumbled across QAnon at the end of 2017. Greene said that she'd become very interested in the conspiracy theory and began posting about it on Facebook and talking about it. So basically, they wanted to remove her because of, like, her past Facebook posts. I feel like they should just remove her because she's fucking annoying. But, you know. But the other reason why they might have always kind of hated her, again, another example of her being fucking annoying was the fact that almost the first week that Biden was in office, she tried to impeach him. Nobody signed off on this because it had only been like a fucking week. But she is, in fact, incredibly fucking annoying. That's probably why nobody really likes her, because she is just annoying. Lazy, just in their latest sleep paralysis demon form. Oh, she's a QAnon? It all makes sense now. Holy shit. Anyway.
Americans are used by the political industrial complex of both political parties, election cycle after election cycle, in order to elect whichever side can convince Americans to hate the other side more. And the results are always the same. No matter which way the political pendulum swings, Republican or Democrat, nothing ever gets better for the common American man or woman. The debt goes higher, corporate and global interests remain Washington's sweethearts, American jobs continue to be replaced, whether it's by illegal labor or legal labor by visas or just shipped overseas. Small businesses continue to be swallowed by big corporations. Americans' hard-earned tax dollars always fund foreign wars, foreign aid, and foreign interest. And the spending power of the dollar continues to decline. The average American family can no longer survive on a single breadwinner's income, as both parents have to work in order to simply survive. And today, many in my children's generation feel hopeless for their future and don't think they will ever realize the American dream. And that breaks my heart. I ran for Congress in 2020 and have fought every single day believing that Make America Great Again meant America first. I have one of the most conservative voting records in Congress, defending the First Amendment, Second Amendment, unborn babies because I believe God creates life at conception, and I love to fight for...
Why white women? What the fuck? When did Greene get so skinny? Damn. Wow. Whoa. How accurate would it be to call MTG a screaming hag? I mean, given that there was that whole clip of her literally, like, booing Biden when she was trying to give his address, pretty accurate, I would say. Pretty accurate. I thought that we were gonna talk about Magic the Gathering. Yeah, no, that is an unfortunate acronym. I find this whole speech she's giving really it's like self-reflected, but she's not there yet because she doesn't realize the reason why things are the way they are is because Trump ruined the economy. Like, all of his fucking, thank you, Echo, with a 90, literally, Echo is gonna be funding my entire life. I don't understand where you get this money. They always say this, but it's even stated in the Bible that life starts after first breath. So, Echo! Echo, is that goal? God damn it, Echo. Thank you for supporting my entire livelihood. Here, why don't you take this? Take that. Take that with you. I'm sure. I still have not figured out why the music doesn't play. It's very fucking irritating. God damn it. Whatever. Anyway, Echo did the same thing on Maddie's stream yesterday. Good. at least Echo is supporting a correct artist, not one that does this for a living. But no, again, I find this very interesting that she's like saying all of this out loud, right? Despite the fact that the tariffs single-handedly are the thing that is tanking the economy and making everything unaffordable. But she won't say that. She obviously isn't gonna say that, because she has no spine. I'm going, let me, hold on. I gotta start that again. Where is, do I not have the stream up? I do. I thought I didn't have the stream up for a second. They were literally funding the hell out of Maddie's stream yesterday. Where do you get all this money? I will never know. I literally don't know. Hey, yo Lazy and chat having a rough time lately, so here's some, came here for some laughs. Don't disappoint me. I promise I won't. According to Trump, MTG wouldn't stop calling him. I can kind of believe it. I mean, she was his fucking cheerleader. Let's be so for real. She was his cheerleader for fucking years, man. Alright, starting up another goal. So I find it interesting that, like, she's saying, like, all this self-reflective shit about whatever, but then, you know, won't acknowledge that the reason why things are so unaffordable was because of the guy she was cheering for years. And she won't say that. Echo is just the goat. Like, that's so true. Anyways, back to, this.
For the little guy. Strong, safe borders, I have fought hard for that. I fought against COVID tyrannical insanity and mandated mass vaccinations, and I've never voted to fund foreign wars with your hard-earned tax dollars. However, with almost 1 year into our majority, the legislature has been mostly sidelined. We endured an 8-week shutdown, wrongly, resulting in the House not working for the entire time, and we are entering campaign season, which means all courage leaves and only safe campaign re-election mode is turned on in the House of Representatives. During the longest shutdown in our nation's history, I raged against my own speaker and my own party for refusing to proactively work diligently to pass a plan to save Americans' health care and protect Americans from outrageous...
To answer question, work and side gigs. Damn, Echo. Thank you for the $1.99. Thank you for funding my entire existence. You are single-handedly the reason why we hit the bubble cult goals so often. So often. But anyway, again, interesting that she's saying all this. This is the part that is like was the thing that people saw, because when the government shutdown happened, which by the way, no matter what anybody says, I think it was a two-party issue. Everyone says, like, oh, it's all Republicans, that, like, they have the majority, and it's this fact that they couldn't pass anything in the House, blah, blah, blah. I think if two parties cannot get along to just make sure things function, that is a two-party problem. That is not just Republicans who are in charge and are the majority. That is also, you know, Democrats not coming to the table and, like, actually, encouraging Republicans to either side with them on, like, legislation to pass different legislation to make sure it opens or whatever it may be. It's everybody's fault by the end of the day, but according to Donald Trump, one time when the government shutdown happened, he was asked his opinion. I think there was a shutdown during an administration. Somebody asked him specifically, you know, whose fault is it when a government shutdown happens? And Donald Trump said it was the president, and most people blamed him for the shutdown, which I agree, because that's funnier. Superbreadt with the 10, just dropping by to give some muns before heading out for work. Oh, thank you for the 10, that's awesome. Dono. Thank you so much. $10 to go towards our bubble. Is the contributions working, or is it frozen? It doesn't look like it's moving. Maybe it needs to refresh. To be fair, I haven't like updated it in a while. Here. I have, you know what, chat? Here's something that we can do. Cause chat, I'm basically settled in this house that I'm in right now, right? We're pretty much all settled. My roommate's here. They're lovely. We're all working hard, and we're coming up to, you know, almost 1 month living here, sort of. And it's just snowed, and I gave myself fucking snow blindness trying to do some shoveling earlier. Let's do this. Cause, let's do, here, we'll set it at 500, I don't know when I'll have it end exactly. We'll do, oh, Jesus Christ. Can I not? Okay. There we go. See if this fixes. Oh my god. What do you mean that they're not dashes? This is so stupid. There you go. I'm trying. This is Lazy Bedhead trying to figure out how to use technology. It's not working. It's not working at all. Okay. Start goal. Wait, what? Why is this not? Oh my god. Streamlabs, could you? Okay. Thank you. All right. I have it set up. There we go. It's couch goal. Couch goal. I am going to be funding the couch goal. Chat, get us to 500 by the end of January next year, and I will get the couch goal. If you give me 500, give me your money. Wait, I didn't shoot you guys. I didn't shoot you guys last time. This is a threat. This is no longer. This is a threat. Donate your money. Help me reach getting a couch, and I will shoot you in the face like this. Give me money. Give it to me. Damn it. Anyway, all of your monetary Anyway, all of your monetary contribution will go to buying a couch, because my did you just turn into a goddamn dinosaur? Screams in despair. Couch gag. Puppy with the 2, thank you. Politics are lame, here's some for your pin. Trust me, this is all for comedy purposes. I don't really give a shit. But yes, we will be starting the couch goal. Give me money so I can get the couch. And if I buy the couch, if you guys are able to help me with couch goal, I vow to have a child. I will get pregnant, carry that child for 9 months, and I will give birth, and I will name that child Chat, or alternatively, Megatron. Don't threaten me with a good time. Anyways, I'm sorry, we gotta continue.
Overpriced and unaffordable health insurance policies. The House should have been in session working every day to fix this disaster, but instead America was force-fed disgusting political drama once again from both sides of the aisle on television every single day. My bills, which reflect many of President Trump's executive orders, like calling for a new census counting Americans only to draw new districts, making English the official language of the U.S., making it a felony to...
Why does that matter? I really need Megatron. I don't have any. I bought too many games on Steam. So true. That's so true. Yes, help me reach the couch goal. If you guys give me a couch, I will name my child Megatron. I don't even have a couch you're gonna be living. Don't make promises you can't keep. Guys, okay, fine. Listen, I will buy a cat and name it Megatron. That's easier at least. Is that normally how no, she's on 2 times speed. Oh, that's Crimson Mayhem. Hey, what's up? Stop doing the Falgi thing. Chat will pay to do it. That's exactly the point. Anyway. Oh my god! Echo, what the fuck? That's for the couch! You bitch! Thank you so much for the 50 gifted. Get the couch goal. I will have a child and I will ship it to Echo, and that child's name is Megatron. I just meant the couch. What if we named the couch Megatron? How about instead of I had a child named Megatron, can I get a couch and name it Megatron? Echo, you have $1 billion. It's very effective. God damn it. Anyway, so I find it very interesting. Like, I don't understand why Marjorie Taylor Greene would care so much about well, actually, I do know she's racist. But, like, why does America having English as the official language of the US, why the fuck does that matter when everyone speaks English and learns American English in school anyway? Like, does it really matter that much that everyone knows we speak the most common language in the world? It really doesn't. It is such a non-issue bill. Like, and this is probably why I think that she's actually resigning, aside from her being a pussy, is the fact that she's ineffective and does fucking nothing. Like, every single legislation that she's trying to pass and that she wants to get done effectively does nothing. Everything she does is nothing bills. Like, they don't really matter. And when they're not, like, attacking trans people, they are, like, the most non-issue shit ever.
Medically trans to draw new districts, making English the official language of the U.S., making it a felony to medically trans a minor, and other bills like eliminating capital gains taxes on the sale of your primary home, and eliminating H-1B visas. Just sit. They all sit collecting dust.
Eliminating H-1B visas. You know, the only way that we get any, like, foreign help and foreign workers in our country. Yeah, that'll be a great idea, Marjorie. Echo with the 199, the couch shall be named Megatron. Guys, help me fund the couch goal. I will name my couch Megatron. Clover Bites with the 199, get a tuxedo cat and name it Lex Luthor. Luthor for a cat name sounds kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. Guys, this is my cats, Dynamo, Malachite, and Luthor. That sounds like a good, that is a badass trio if I've ever heard it. I wish I could stick around, but I have plans. Use that $2 wisely, Lazy. It's going to the Megatron couch, so thank you, puppy. I appreciate it. Trans a minor, at least phrase it correctly. Why? Medically trans. Is it something she just said? Hold on, wait. Trans a minor? Wait.
The official language of the U.S., making it a felony to medically trans a minor, and other bills.
She did say that! I didn't even see that! Trans a minor. Guys. Guys. Give me your minors. I must trans your minor. You must. Hand me your minors. I will trans your minors. They will all be Megatron. Give me your minors. I must trans your minors. Hold on. I have to open the door because technically... Let me keep my door cracked here for a second. I have to make sure that my cats can enter into this room, because this is also right next to me is my closet, right? And that's where they do their business and whatever. So I can't actually keep this door fully closed, or else they're not going to be able to do the bathroom stuff. Also, I forgot to tell you, chat, I was able to get one of those pet pivot litter boxes, so now I don't scoop anymore, and it is so awesome. I will never suffer with pneumonia ever again, because I don't even need to touch it anymore. Thank God. The speed up is very subtle. I can barely understand political ramble anyway. So true. She can't even speak goddamn English. The miners, Darkwing, the Transformers. I will transformer your miners. Everyone will, all kids from here on out, all children from here on out will be known as Megatron. So she made English the official language. She can't even speak it correctly. So Anyway.
Like eliminating capital gains taxes on the sale of your primary home and eliminating H-1B visas. Just sit. They all sit collecting dust. That's how it is for...
Yes, exactly what I was saying before. She's ineffective and useless. She cannot get shit done because all of her bills are fucking dumb. Transing your minor is dumb.
Home and eliminating H-1B visas. Just sit. They all sit collecting dust. That's how it is for most members of Congress bills. The Speaker never brings them to the floor for a vote. Many common Americans are no longer easily convinced by paid political propaganda spokespersons and consultants on TV and paid shills on social media obediently serving with cult-like conviction to force others to swallow the political party talking points. Because they know how much credit card debt they have, they know how much their bills have gone up over the past 5 years, they actually do their own grocery shopping and no food costs too much, their rent has increasingly gone up and up, they have been outbid by corporate asset managers too many times when they put in an offer to buy a house, they have been laid off after being forced to train their visa holding replacement, the college degree they...
Oh my god. The children yearn for the mines. Thank you, Echo, with the 99 cents. Actually, no, Echo donated 99 cents, and then Galvatraz said the children yearn for the mines. As a trans, I yearn for the mines. Listen. Oh my god, that's so funny. We're so funny, chat. My chat's hilarious. So she's complaining, she still believes, of course, in like, and this is just her being, of course, a Christian nationalist, believing that fucking, why did the bills go up? Yeah, I wonder. Anyway, I find it interesting that, like, she creates at this point that, like, oh, Americans are being laid off because they're actually being replaced by visa holders who came in and replaced us, the damn immigrants, you know? I cannot emphasize this enough. The reason why jobs are being lost is not because of immigrants, but because of AI. Like, I hope she brings up that AI is the actual problem and not immigrants, because I get she's racist, but holy shit. Struck a chord and it's probably a Megatron. Echo again with the 99 cent. Thank you. Is the thing not working for some reason? No, it is. It's just delayed by a shit ton. Who fucking cares? It's because Echo keeps breaking it. They will continue to forever fund me just so they can break it. Does she ever blame AI? Exactly. It's the reason why people are losing their jobs could not be because of immigration. Because the immigrants. Here's the thing. We've been having that whole thing where, like, ICE comes in and, like, gets rid of a bunch of immigrants, right? And a lot of those immigrants are the backbone of a lot of, you know, our jobs here in America, which is, like, you know, again, Echo, if you keep chucking money at me, I'm going to chuck a couch at you. And the couch will be named Megatron. You broke the super chat goal. It disappeared. I can't fix it now because you broke it. You're there. God damn it. But no, like, we've had the ICE raids, right, where people are being ripped from their families and being sent off to whatever fucking country, and that would mean, obviously, that jobs should be coming back, jobs should be opening up, right? But they're not. How come that we are getting rid of all these supposed illegal immigrants, right? We're getting rid of all of these people that supposedly shouldn't be here, shouldn't have our American jobs, but then those jobs never open back up. Those jobs don't become available, even though the people who apparently stole those jobs are now gone. Shouldn't those jobs now be available now that we've apparently sent them off to El Salvador? But they're not. But why? But because, one, ICE is a Gestapo and their fucking jobs are fucking stupid and ineffective and it doesn't actually work that way. And two, AI. Echo with the 199. Fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene. Absolutely. Mar-a-Lago Bedhead is insane, and you will be banned. And banned. No, I'm kidding. I can't. I'm joking. I'm joking. That's not actually. This is not your stream, Lazy. This is Echo stream now. Honestly. Honestly. Megatron the Gathering. This goal. Let's go. Let's play the goal thing. Oh, god damn it. Thank you, Echo, as always, for funding everything that I do on this channel. They're the only fundraiser on this channel currently. That means I get to shoot you guys with bubbles again. Yay! Alright, of course. Thank you guys for being here, as always. I'm so happy I have so much room now to do this. I really do. Because, dude, look at get out of here. Look at what I get to do now. I get to shoot you in the face! Ah! My roommate is literally watching me shoot you guys in the face. She thinks I'm the craziest person in the world. Do you want to get shot in the face? I don't care. Get out of here. This is the most normal thing you'll ever see in your life, I promise you. I can tell. I'm sitting here right now. As I open your door. This palate cleanser tastes like soap. So true. The taste like. Amazing. Amazing. Someone could. Lazy Bedhead 2021. The bubbles are on the mic. Also, the roommates saw that. You guys know I don't have any shame. You guys know that. Echo says hello, by the way, mermaid. This is the sole person that funds my whole life. Anyways, back to it, chat. We gotta get back to white women, I guess. Thanks. Loving the new hairstyle. God damn it. But have fun losing your brain cells. Thanks. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you. Giving yourself pneumonia through laughing instead of cat litter, lol. Honestly. The roommate is now no. We are transing the roommate. Shame vanishes as soon as Echo starts throwing money. We are all trans now, even the adults. So true. Anyway, back to... No! Shut the fuck up!
We're told to earn only left them in debt with no big six-figure salary. They see more homeless people than ever on their own community streets. They can't afford health insurance or practically any insurance, and they just aren't stupid. These are the people I represent and love, because that is who all of my family and friends are. Common Americans.
Oh god, why am I getting an ad? Who put this here? Who dare put this ad here? How dare you? I paid my premium. Did not have that. Echo with the 99. Jesus Christ. Guys, Echo is outshining all of you. They're my special little person. I don't know your gender. My special ally. I'm a trans ally. Does that make me trans? Absolutely. Everyone has been trans.
Hi, everyone.
Everybody.
I've always represented.
Anyway, here. God damn it.
salary.
Why-
They see more homeless people than ever on their own
Yes.
community streets.
Yeah,
they can't
yeah.
love
Okay,
because
awesome.
that is who all of my family and friends are, common Americans. I've been blessed to represent the 14th District of Georgia for 5 years. The district is filled with some of the most
5 years of wasting everyone's goddamn time.
wonderful, kind-hearted, God-fearing, patriotic, hardworking people you will ever meet. Good, regular, common Americans. I've worked hard to bring taxpayer dollars back home to help district needs. I impeached Biden's Secretary of Homeland after watching my constituents die as he facilitated
And that amounted to fucking nothing. Again, in the 5 years that she has been in office, she has done nothing but, like, annoy everybody and waste everyone's fucking time.
dangerous open border invasion into America. And I led the effort to defund hard left politically biased NPR and PBS and the corrupt USAID, and I did that as chair of the Doge subcommittee. I have fought harder than almost
As
any
the Doge subcommittee? Yeah, you mean the organization that, like, silently disbanded, like, a couple weeks ago? I'm a woman, but I'm cool with other pronouns. Oh, really? Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. You really are then the sugar mommy of this fucking stream. No, I'm kidding. Don't take that seriously. Common American says the woman sitting in a nice home with a large city. Exactly. How are you common when this is your home? And I'm pretty sure that this is fucking New York behind you. No, it's not. But, like, yeah. The evil PBS. Is that what she said? Wait a minute. The evil PBS? Literally where? What are you talking? Wait.
the most wonderful, kind-hearted, God-fearing, patriotic, hardworking people you will ever meet. Good, regular, common Americans. I've worked hard to bring taxpayer dollars back home to help district needs. I impeached Biden's Secretary of Homeland after watching my constituents die as he facilitated dangerous open border invasion into America.
Sure.
And I led the effort to defund hard left politically biased NPR and PBS and the corrupt USAID.
The evil PBS, so true. Elmo's gonna trans your kids. What do you mean PBS? Get the fuck away from Elmo. You know what? No. Marjorie Taylor Greene, you get the fuck away from Elmo. I swear to God. This is a threat. Get away from him. God damn it. Anyway, chat, can I get a wait, there we go. Chat, can I get a one in the chat for Elmo? Every one that we put in the chat is gonna keep this woman away from him.
And I did that as chair of the Doge subcommittee. I have fought harder than almost any other elected Republican to elect Donald Trump and Republicans to power. I traveled the country for years.
Yeah, and how's that going for you? Huh? Did you like all that MAGA pushback and all those death threats? Did ya? Anyway.
I spent millions of my own money. I missed precious time with my family that I can never get back. And I showed up in places like outside the New York courthouse in Collect Pond Park against a raging leftist mob as Trump faced Democrats.
You literally didn't have to, though. You literally didn't have to. That's a lot of ones, chat. Thank you for protecting Elmo from Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Democrat lawfare. Meanwhile, most of the establishment Republicans who secretly hate him and who stabbed him in the back and never defended him against anything have all
Who secretly hate him? What, like you? Like you right now? Bitch.
been welcomed in right after the election. And I will never forget the day I had to leave my mother's side as my father had brain surgery to remove cancerous tumors in order to fly to Washington, D.C. to defend President Trump and vote no against the Democrats.
Wait. Hold on. You had to leave your mother's side as your dad was dying of brain cancer because of Daddy Trump? Are you serious? Bitch. It ain't that serious. Bitch, you did not have to do that. I'm gonna adjust this real quick. Hold on. Wait. There you go. There's like stuff on my floor. I have to figure out where all this cosplay stuff's gonna go still. Echo with the 99. Imagine you were stabbed in the back, woman. Wake up. Yeah, literally.
Election. And I will never forget the day I had to leave my mother's side as my father had brain surgery to remove cancerous tumors in order to fly to Washington, D.C. to defend President Trump and vote no against the Democrats' second impeachment in 2021.
Oh my God. She literally wasted. You could have done a phone call, a submission. I mean, I guess she had to be there. You have to actually physically be on the floor. Never mind. No, but you couldn't have taken a rain check. Like, guys, Donald Trump just is so important to her that she has to leave her dying father, who's dying of cancer, to protect Daddy Trump. My God, the loyalty this woman had to that man is insane. Only for recently now she's getting fucking stabbed in the back by him. And he's literally calling her a traitor to the fucking country, which is crazy. This woman who left her dying dad of cancer to defend Donald Trump is now having him sick his mob on her. It's crazy. How is this happening in 2025? Like, what? She didn't have to do that. Girl has the same victim mentality as I love Kim Possible. Yo, calm down. Could it not have been an email? I feel like if you're gonna take a vote in the House of Representatives, you have to be there physically in person, but Thomas the Tank Engine couldn't make such a bullshit. I couldn't take such bullshit. Yet he never gave a shit about her. Literally, he turned on her as soon as she was like, no, I'm signing those Epstein files. I don't give a fuck. Anyway.
Father and my poor mother, it was way too much for all of us. Through it all, I never changed or went back on my campaign promises and only disagreed in a few areas, like my stance against H-1Bs replacing American jobs, AI state moratoriums, debt for life 50-year mortgage scams, standing strong.
Now you talk about AI, but you still bring it up in the same vein as H-1B. Good Lord.
Against all involvement in foreign wars and demanding the release of the Epstein files. Other than that, my voting record has been solidly with my party and the president. Loyalty should be a two-way street.
Except for this one time. Loyalty should be a two-way street. Girl, do you not know what that word means? That word, I don't think it means what you think it means. Because loyalty in the sense of Donald Trump means absolutism. Like, everything that you oppose, that you say I oppose to or whatever the fuck, like, was it directly against what Trump wanted. So, like, you know. Anyway.
And we should be able...
Wasn't it? Finn, this is not yassified. This is the demons coming out of me. I love Donald Trump a lot. Clover, that is fucking crazy. That is so insane. I wonder how Mario feels about Trump being impeached twice. Yo, calm down. Jesus Christ. Okay.
To vote our conscience and represent our district's interests because our job title is literally representative. America first should mean America first and only Americans first, with no other foreign country ever being attached to America first in our halls of government. Standing up for American women who were raped at 14 years old, trafficked and used by rich, powerful men.
Oh, I could tell you so much as of right now, this woman does not care about any of that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, she definitely cares more than Lauren Boebert or Nancy Mace, I could say that. I mean, and that's the thing that's so interesting that I wanted to, like, explore during, like, the video process of making this, is, like, did these women actually stand or care about any of this, or were they just, like, you know, are they jumping off now because the Trump train is over, or are they jumping off because they actually have standards? That's kind of what I wanted to explore. Does Marjorie Taylor Greene have standards, and that's why she's moving on from the MAGA movement and saying, like, fuck Trump now? Or is she doing it because she knows that MAGA is basically over at this point? And she's just basically, you know, jumping ship because she's a grifter. That's what I kind of want to know. I feel like for her, it could be a mix of both, because clearly with her policies, it is like everything she votes on, everything she proposes on the House floor is consistent with, like, a conservative white nationalist viewpoint. And a lot of white nationalists are even pulling away from the Trump regime just because they don't, like, a lot of them, like, the Curtis Yarvins, don't believe that he's being extreme enough. I don't think that MTG wants him to be, like, super extreme enough kind of thing. I think she wants to focus in on, like, you know, what we can do for, like, in-country kind of thing. That's why she keeps talking about the H-1B visas and everything like that. Like, that seems to be her biggest concern, because she's racist. She hates immigrants. She hates immigration. She hates other people other than white people being here. That's why she calls herself a Christian nationalist, right? Because she only cares about what happens in America. She could give a damn about other people wanting to come in to live here. She could give a damn about any of that shit. But, like, at the same time, there could be just the possibility that she's doing this to save face, and, like, because you have to remember, like, this woman is a conspiracy theorist and she's an insane person, right? Like, is she doing this because she actually has morals that she wants to be consistent with, or is she doing this because she's a grifter and a snake and she wants to save her own ass? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Then why is she still supporting him when Trump wants to send all of the money to Argentina? Exactly. Just wait until Mario and Bowser put aside their differences and face this far greater evil. Wait, did she sign for or against the Epstein files? No, she signed for them. So what happened was that they put a vote in the House of Representatives. So if you guys don't know how basic civics work, right? You have three branches of American government. You have the House of Representatives, which is where Marjorie's at. You have the Senate, and then it goes to the president's desk to get signed into law. It's the bill. I'm just a bill. I'm an average bill, and I'm sitting on Capitol Hill, and I want to be signed into law to release the Epstein files, but I have to get through all of those three branches. Anyway, now, anytime that she talks about an HR bill, she's talking about House of Representatives bill. That's where most things start sometimes. Senate can propose some things, but it has to go back to this, and then it has to go back up there, and it has to go back. It always is this, okay? And they put a vote in, it was founded by, a Democrat whose name I can't remember, and a senator named Thomas Massey. I can't remember who the Democratic person was, but they basically drafted out a bill that will release all of the Epstein files uncensored, without redaction, unless it's for, like, victims, obviously, because of confidentiality, and it would void any sort of open investigation. They will release everything they just have in that moment. And she was one of the people that agreed to be part of, like, the couple of Republicans that this bill needed to be signed off and pushed to the Senate, right? Because it was either this Democratic Republican kind of conjecture bill that was going to be presented by the Democrat needed to have at least some Republicans to sign on to it, because Republicans are the majority in House of Representatives, in the Senate, and the presidency. They have all three branches. There are more representatives in the Republican Party in all three of these branches than there are Democrats. And so if a Democrat's going to push any sort of bill, they have to have the vote of at least some of the opposite party. Because, I mean, I'm sure their own party would vote in favor with them, obviously, but they have to at least have some in the majority, otherwise things that any sort of, like, Democrat puts off will never get passed, because they don't have the majority right now. Marjorie agreed to be the majority that would sign in releasing the Epstein files, and what ended up happening, alongside with Lauren Boebert and Nancy Mace, who also signed on to it, was that Trump was calling them up and asking them basically to not sign the bill. Lauren Boebert was pulled directly into the Situation Room and talked to directly. MTG was one of those people. I believe she tweeted about it or something, or maybe it was just Lauren, I don't remember. Either way, they did not remove their names from that petition to push it into the Senate and up onto the president's desk. She was very much somebody who was going to push that forward. Now, there was an initial vote. I can't remember when this was. Somebody pushed for an initial vote on releasing the Epstein files before all of this, where it was mass majority voted no, and I believe she voted no then, I think, but, like, this upcoming one, now that, like, the emails have been released, is, like, she's like, oh yeah, the fucking, this is gonna be the end-all be-all, I have to vote yes on this. I think it was brought up to a vote once. It was, like, a proposal idea that they end up shooting down and voting no, Republicans mass majority-wise, and I think she voted no then, but she's not voting no now. As someone who is a person of color, I find what she says disgusting and disrespectful. Honestly, I find what she says about anybody that is not straight, white, Christian, absolutely disrespectful. You know what I mean? You could say she's anti all kinds of Jews. Oh, God, we'll get into it. Bill 9, the Epstein files guy is insane. What is up with Clover having all these good bits today? God damn. I should be paying you. The Bill song is my nightmare. I'm sorry. What? Better than I'm just a Bill with the big sleepy pill and it's just Bill Cosby? Jenny, that is insane. Don't ever say that again. She never said anything about Maxwell receiving privileges either. Yeah, I think that's when this first ended up becoming like a vote that ended up getting shot down majoritively no. But they vowed that they were just going to keep pushing it until they got a yes in it anyway. It's probably, I think it's like one of those things where like it was what Trump wanted at the time, but now seeing that things aren't looking great, there's a part of me that believes that everything she does is just to save her own skin, but at the same time, if she's been consistently voting on, like, these issues, like, in a conservative fashion, I don't see why this would be out of character, you know what I'm saying? I'm still pissed that she thinks protecting Ukraine is a waste of money, and the funny thing is that Ukraine is winning the war still, so what is there to lose? I don't know. Because she's a nationalist. She describes herself as, like, a Christian nationalist, which is very heavily tied to white nationalism, so she only really cares about what happens purely in this country, despite the fact that she also pushes pro-Russian propaganda. So, how does MTG feel about Zohra Mamdani? I have no idea. I have no fucking clue. I don't think, I mean, I only care right now about exploring, like, her disillusionment, because I think it's interesting.
Should not result in me being called a traitor and threatened by the President of the United States, whom I fought for. However, while yes, hurtful, my heart remains filled with joy, my life is filled with happiness, and my true convictions remain unchanged, because my self-worth is not defined by a man, but instead by God, who created everything in existence. You see,
my self-worth is not defined by a man, but a God who is also portrayed and addressed as a man, so yeah, sure, okay. But it's funny that she says that, because the entirety of her, like, political impact on pop culture is being Trump's cheerleader. Like, the only reason that she has any back, and the only reason she was able to receive any type of power, was because she was a Trump dick writer, and, like, got a whole bunch of fucking APAC money or whatever the fuck. Like, I should also everything else that comes out of this lady's mouth I find truly gross, especially as I am a Mexican and member of the LGBTQ community. Well, yeah, I mean, shit, she fucking hates people like you. I mean, I'm sure that doesn't surprise you, but she's the white ex who won't stop vague posting about how good her life is. Yo, that's crazy. Not defined by a man, but an imaginary man. So funny.
I have never valued power, titles, or attention, in spite of all the wrong assumptions about me. I do not cling to those things because they are meaningless and empty traps that hold too many people in Washington. I believe in term limits and do not think Congress should be a lifelong career or an assisted living facility. My only goal and desire has ever been to hold the Republican Party.
I'm sorry. That's funny. An assisted living facility. What was it? Shit. I remember my brother made a TikTok once. Sam, my brother who makes the music on this channel sometimes. And he's like, I'm going to apply to work, at Congress. I worked with the I work at a elderly home in, like, an elderly facility, so I already have experience, and it was so funny. It was so funny. She's like, I already have experience working at a nursing home, so I think I would be a great candidate to work in Congress. Imagine being an immigrant or a descendant of an immigrant. This is the majority of Americans, or this isn't the majority of Americans. Yeah. Look, I mean, everything that she says is not in reality how most people feel about immigrants. I mean, it's complicated. I guess it's complicated because, like, you could kind of see, like, people who are, like, of immigrant status who come here from wanting a new life and, like, taking up a lot of the jobs that, like, most Americans don't want to work as, like, kind of, like, a silent, and, like, invisible kind of, like, really the invisible worker that holds up the entire economy on its back, right? Like, this is the type of labor that, like, we need. We need all the type of people that will take up these jobs that most people don't want to do is the people that not only support our economy, which she'll never address, she'll never give them that credit, because why the fuck would she? She only cares about white people holding up the economy and white people having the ability to work jobs, because that's all she fucking cares about. She never gives a shit. She's a sad excuse. Thank you, Echo with the 199. But yeah, it's like, she doesn't understand that, like, the only reason the economy is as good as it is because of, you know, immigrants coming over here and wanting to work for a better life, so they take up the jobs that nobody wants to do, whether that's the agricultural business especially, and that's the whole reason why, like, the economy works so well, is because they really do want to work hard to achieve an American dream, because that's what they truly believe it is. Like, when people migrate over here from whatever country they're coming from, they're migrating over here off of the idea that the American dream is real. And the American dream is being sold as if you work hard enough, you'll get to live in a country where you get to not be oppressed by your government. And that's what they're basically, you know, coming over here to work so hard for, because they believe that's the idea, that they can at least live in a country that doesn't oppress them, or whatever country they come from. Maybe it's not oppressive. Maybe it's just the idea that if they work hard, they'll just get to live a more free and fulfilling life. So they work harder than most because they truly believe that that's the dream that they escaped one country from to be in the other for that benefit, right? And, I mean, the mass majority of, like, immigrants that are being deported or, like, working these jobs that nobody wants to work, or even working the jobs that people do want to work, are not criminals. They're not, like, bad people. They literally hold up our economy. And she will never address that. She will never acknowledge that, because all she gives a shit about is making sure that white Christian men are the face of the American economy. So...
accountable for the promises it makes to the American people and put America first. And I fought against Democrats' damaging policies like the Green New Deal, wide open, deadly, unsafe border policies, and the trans agenda on children and against women. With that has brought years of non-stop, never-ending personal attacks, death threats, lawfare, ridiculous slander and lies about me that most people could never withstand even for a single day. It has been unfair and wrong, not only to me, but especially to my family, but it's been wrong to my district as well. I have too much self-respect and dignity. I love my family way too much, and I do not want my sweet district to have to endure a hurtful and hateful primary against me by the president that we all fought for, only to fight and win my election while Republicans will likely lose the midterms, and in turn, be expected to defend the president.
Oh, that's interesting. She's expecting that the Republicans will lose the majority. That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy to admit, as being one of the biggest cheerleaders in the MAGA community, in the Republican Party and everything like that, to admit that the Republicans are going to lose the majority, lose the midterms, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Against impeachment after he hatefully dumped tens of millions of dollars against me and tried to destroy me. It's all so absurd and completely unserious. I refuse to be a battered wife, hoping it all goes away and gets better. If I am cast aside...
Oh, shit. Damn. Describing yourself as a battered wife to the presidency is crazy work. Insane work. But
by the president and the MAGA political machine, and replaced by neocons, big pharma, big tech, military-industrial war complex, foreign leaders, and the elite donor class that can never ever relate to real Americans, then many common Americans have been cast aside and replaced as well. So
instead of fighting against all of these giant big shadow companies that I got from QAnon, instead of staying in my seat to fight against those, I'm just gonna quit. Pussy. That's some pussy shit. Hi, Gaming Trogue, how are you? The American dream is more non-existent than MTG's reading comprehension! Yo! That's wild. Oh, goodness.
There's no plan to save the world or a 4D chess game being played. When common American people realize and understand that the political industrial complex of both parties is ripping this country apart, that not one elected leader like me is able to stop Washington's machine from gradually destroying our country, and instead the reality is that they, common Americans, the people, possess the real power over Washington, then I'll be here by their side to rebuild it. Until then, I'm going back to the people that I love, to live my life to the fullest as I always have, and I look forward to a new path ahead. I'll be resigning from office with my last day being January 5th, 2026, and I look forward to seeing many of you again sometime in the future. May God bless you all, and may God bless America.
Damn. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Anyway. Crazy that she just admitted that they're gonna lose the midterm. She's like, yeah, we're just gonna lose. Like, it's crazy. That's insane. Anyway, I wanted to watch this real quickly. It's only about 9 minutes. I won't pause too much. I mean, I will, because I'm annoying. But this, I want to talk about how people are reacting to her resigning, because it's been kind of interesting. This is coming from Megyn Kelly, aka the person that said that fucking 15-year-olds isn't that bad. Press X to doubt. I feel like she is gonna leave. I really do. Majoritron has quit. Star live stream shall reign. You guys are fucking crazy. Anyway, let's discuss Megyn Kelly discussing MTG leaving. If you guys don't remember, Megyn Kelly was, I think, a Fox News anchor or something. She was on Fox News, And she has her own show now, and recently with the release of the Epstein files said that, let's be clear, guys, chat, Jeffrey Epstein only fucked 15-year-olds. He's not fucking 5-year-olds. Come on, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you know. So let's listen to that woman, the fucking pedophile apologist, talk about MTG quitting.
Everybody wants to talk about MTG, guys.
Oh, God. Yeah.
She's leaving.
She's leaving.
What do we think is...
No! Who did this?
I'll give you my own theory, all right? Then I want to hear your theory. So I had her on the show, like, in Atlanta. It was a week and a half ago. Which, by the way, why couldn't she have announced it live on the set of the MK show? But okay, fine. And I asked her the question about whether AOC was telling the truth when AOC said, she asked Trump, MTG asked Trump if she could run for Senate. And he said, no, like, I don't think you can do it. And he must have somebody else in mind. And he said, basically, I mean, she can do it, but he's like, I'm not going to get behind it. And AOC was saying that's why MTG went on The View and was doing this sort of crossover tour with CNN and
Oh, she went on The View? That's crazy. Yo, she went on The View? Yo, someone said that's crazy. I wouldn't think she would ever go on The View willingly. Damn. You guys are crazy, chat. You're goddamn right. Guys, remember to donate to the couch goal. I must buy a couch and name it Megatron. Or my first child ever will be Megatron. We need to make this happen.
Sounding very different than she normally sounded. And then her attacks on Trump escalated. She joined the brigade trying to get the Epstein files. He started attacking her, downward spiral. And then she said, it's just too toxic and I'm out. But I do think my own view is she lost the support of Trump, clearly, for whatever reason, and she recognized there was no future for her in the Republican Party without Big Daddy, because her whole brand was as...
God, Megyn Kelly is so insane, dude. I can't. How do you say your name? Milliard's class? God, I love that I can read fucking chat things on screen, even though I can't pronounce anyone's fucking name. That's amazing. Notice how MGG and her, I know, conveniently forget that Native Americans exist and aren't white. Also, how much do you want to bet her parents were blood related? Thank you for the 5! Jesus Christ. I think that is, Milliard class. That's how you say that. Sorry about that. Jesus. No, but I do think, like, Megyn Kelly is sort of correct. Like, the fact, again, that they call him Big Daddy is also scary as shit and also so shameless. But the fact that, like, yeah, she spoke out against Trump because Trump wouldn't release the fucking Epstein file. That is something you can speak out against him, and it is a reasonable thing to speak out against. That's crazy that they think that that's, like, a bad thing. But... no, she's probably not incorrect that, like, without the backing support of Donald Trump, she probably has no chance of having a political career. Because, like, from even 2018, 2019, when the Parkland thing happened, her main, like, pushing point has been America First, right? And that is a branded and bred in MAGA culture kind of thing. So, like, she's not incorrect that, like, she is a born and bred MAGA Republican through and through. That if she tries to covert into anything else but that, but being just Donald Trump's, you know, disgruntled wife, I don't think that she stands much of a chance. But then again, I see a lot of people who are from Georgia who are talking about the recent events surrounding MTG, and how Donald Trump's been treating her, and they don't like it. They don't like that he's been bullying her, essentially. So I don't know, maybe she still does have, like, somewhat of a fan base of people, I imagine, from the Christian aisle, who still, like, value her opinion for some reason. But, you know.
As this stalwart of the MAGA movement, and decided to peace out once she and he fractured. That's my best guess, because I don't know. What else could it be?
Well, Moynihan was with her backstage at Bill Maher like 10 days ago, so we don't know what happened there with her. I think we were talking about this in the green room. Who's left that is a Republican elected official who has decided to oppose Trump with some regularity? There's one person,
Massey.
Thomas Massey. And Trump's going full guns at him. He's trying to get him
There's a lot more. It is a lot. They are downplaying that fracture, but there's a ton more. It's every single Republican that decided to sign on the Epstein files. That's what it is. It's everybody in Senate who passed it unanimously without any changes. It's that one. It's all those. It's a lot. I know you hate politics. We're doing this as like a joke. Big Daddy, goddamn. Oh, it said like. Sorry. My bad. My bad. I can't read. You guys know this. I am dyslexic. I'm like Marjorie Taylor Greene once making like English the first language of America. I can't even read English. I'm so bad. Oh, goodness gracious. Every accusation is a confession. So true.
Planted. Rand Paul is, he used to play a lot of golf with him in the first term, but Trump is circling back around to him. We forget now because a lot of time has passed, but in Trump's first administration, his first year in office, he basically croaked every single potential area of disagreement in the Republican Party. He went straight for the Freedom Caucus and made them his lapdogs within 9 months. It was actually kind of spectacular. Justin Amash pieces out. Peter Meyer pieces out. Basically everyone we invite on our podcast immediately gets
Yeah, you guys are all fucking pussies. You guys are all his little butt buddies who just bent over once he said a couple of nice things about you. That's all it took. You can't, and now none of you can have a disagree with them, because I think the most of the reason why these people refuse to even speak out against them is because they see what you saw what happened with MTG. They immediately went to harassing her. They immediately started sending her death threats. Trump's fan base is fucking scary. They don't want to go deal with that. Trump and NTG are like Peter and Lois, and Meg is the entire U.S. That dude, Clover. Can I hire you as a writer so you can make me sound funnier? Oh, that's so funny. Trump is basically waging war against everything, everywhere, all at once. The movie. It's sad how my mom and most of my family will still ride for Trump despite being Puerto Rican. God damn. I need to explore how that happens. How do people that, who are this hateful towards, they are blatantly, they're just yo, immigrants suck, and immigrants go, yeah! That's interesting. Family Guy joke in the big year 2025.
On our podcast, yeah.
Like the Grim Reapers.
But I think that's just the reality of Trump's party until the moment that it isn't. And it's very curious to figure out when he is going to be a lame duck. He isn't now. I mean, he's very unpopular in the country, and he's doing work.
They can't even hide. They can't even hype him up. They can't even lie, because they know it's not true. Hey, Blake, what's going on? Oh, that's so funny. They can't even hide it. They can't even lie. That's the funniest part. They just realize this is going down the shitter real quick.
Worse and worse in the polls, and the generic Democratic ballot is doing incredibly well right now, despite the fact of Democrats. And even with all of that, Republicans are terrified of not just him, they're terrified of his audience, his people out there. And I think it's untenable for an elected Republican to be anti-Trump until the moment that it isn't.
So why did she go anti-Trump? I mean, do you think it was the no, don't run for Senate? There was a reason. She started changing, didn't she? Weren't you surprised to see her on CNN? I feel very strongly that the move for any...
I'm more surprised that she would agree to be on The View, personally. He's very unpopular. That's the least you could say. Okay. I don't know if we really need to listen to all of this, because I don't really care what hebephile defender Megyn Kelly has to say, but I do want to watch this. This is an interesting thing. It's only a minute long. For those of you who don't know, this is Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett and MTG have been beefing with each other forever. They are both House of Representative members. She represents Texas. MTG represents Florida. This is the woman who called MTG a box blonde butch bitch or something like that on the Senate floor. After MTG insulted her eyelashes or something like that. It's a funny clip. I don't know if I have that pulled up also. No, I don't think I do. We'll watch these in a second. But these two basically said some nice gross things about each other back and forth. They got nasty. They were catfighting in the House of Representatives. It was a little funny. But I'm interested in what she has to say, because this is basically Jasmine Crockett and MTG are mortal enemies, and I'm interested in what they have to say about their mortal enemy leaving the mortal coil of the House of Representatives.
I want to start with the shocking announcement from Congresswoman Greene. What went through your mind when you first heard she was
I hate this.
She was going to resign on January 5th?
You know what? Honestly, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You're on the other side of the president for 1 week, and you can't take the heat. Imagine what it is to sit in my shoes, to not only be on the opposite side of him, but to have people like her who are constantly fanning the flames of hate. And imagine what those threats look like when you
I don't know why I'm
literally are
snapping.
someone like me.
I just
excerpt from her
I just
resignation.
celebrate when people say the correct things. Politics is like middle school drama, just people slapping people and then making up or hating each other forever. True. But no, she's so right though. She's like, you gotta be kidding me. You are like against Trump on this one policy for a week, get death threats and then resign? Pussy shit. Pussy shit.
Video, take a listen.
Standing up for American women who were raped at 14 years old, trafficked and used by rich, powerful men should not result in me being called a traitor and threatened by the President of the United States, whom I fought for.
How is that not like a legitimate question? How is that not like a... She called her a bad-built, bleach blonde butch body. God damn! Bars. Anyway. Bars. All over her eyelashes, she roasted her. That is a third-degree burn if I've ever seen one. No, but how do you see that as like, she's like, hey, I'm gonna stand up for the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, these girls that were raped and abused, and your president's like, well, you're a traitor then to America. How do you not have that waking up moment being like, how is wanting to bring down a pedophile making me a traitor to America? Should that not like shoot off at least something in your head being like, why would this guy defend a pedophile? Is that not like pedophilia defense to turn you into a traitor the moment you're like, pedophilia bad? Like, you say, hey, pedophilia bad, you're not a real American. So a real American is one that would defend pedophiles? The synapses in her brain should be setting off so many alarms, but they are just not. Anyway.
She seems to be suggesting that it is their disagreement over the release of the Epstein files that is causing this shocking political breakup. What's your response to that?
I mean, listen, he's upset with Thomas Massie, and so he's gone after him. He's upset with Boebert. He's upset with any Republican that actually signed the discharge petition. But somehow they were able to weather the storm. So, you know, this really speaks to the fact that Marjorie, who has been an instigator of a lot of this hate that we see as it relates to the MAGA movement, you know, it's just interesting that I don't know if she really fully understood how bad she was making it for other people. And now that they're doing it to her, you know, I just gotta say, well, why is it that everyone else is able to stand and you can't?
Yes, pussy shit. Pussy shit. Anyway. That is such a good thumbnail. Anyway. Let's watch the video now. Let's watch our buddies over at Fundy Fridays, our favorite people ever. We love them. We're going to talk about their now this video is from a couple of years ago. Wait, what? Want to change it? No, not right now. I just want to turn them on. So this video is from a couple of years ago, and I think this will probably be the mass majority of the stream is just watching this. I say a couple of years ago. It might have been, yeah, 3 years ago. And this is them kind of going through the things that this woman believed at the time, back in 2021. This is when she first got, like, elected, or at least a year after the fact. Go check out Fundy Fridays. This is their, all their ats to all their other social medias. I love this channel. I think they do great stuff. And this is their coverage on Marjorie Taylor Greene at the time. I think she was in Congress or in the House of Representatives for about a year. Make America great again. Might I ask when America was ever great, per se? America has always been doing something stupid as fuck. So true. I'm haunted by the God Girl song. I will play it again. I will threaten you with it. Let's go, lesbians. We love the lesbian representation of Marjorie Taylor Greene. The greatest lesbian. Alright.
There's like 1,000 militant-looking, I can't video them because they're all inside the door staring at me, but they're a bunch of like militant-looking lesbians that look like they want to murder me.
Wait. Okay, we have to play that in normal speed. Hold on. Wait. Alright.
There's like 1,000 militant-looking, I can't video them because they're all inside the door staring at me, but they're a bunch of like militant-looking lesbians that look like they want to murder me.
looking lesbians that want to murder me. What if MTG is closeted? Bitch, do you know how often Grindr pops up at any sort of Republican-led event? They're all closeted. Everyone is a little closeted. Anyway. Militant-looking lesbian is insane. I should make that a t-shirt. Militant-looking lesbian. Come on, it's funny. It's really funny. I want to take that bag and turn it into my own merch. I don't want to do anything else. Bro. Oh, goodness. Ooh. Alright, Mahai. Well, check this out. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Grassy. Anyway. When people started wearing the red MAGA hats for the first time, I completely, by coincidence, got my red F-Zero hat around the same time. That is so unfortunate. I've seen that too, where people are like, I cannot wear a red hat anymore. I can't wear red hats anymore. It's okay. It's almost over, guys. We're almost there. I swear to God, we will live to see the rise and fall of this regime. I will at least live long enough. I need it to at least end by the time I'm 30. Come to my window.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm James and this is Fundy Fridays. Before we begin, I just want to take a moment to thank all of you for the incredible response hoping y'all would like it.
We get it.
That I want to let you all know that positive current job, and I will be working full-time with Jen on Fundy Fridays. So hopefully episodes we know everyone likes, and create some more content for you all. So you get more, we get more, everyone wins. We think it's good. So is our sponsors. And speaking of
sponsors,
kinds of
okay, whatever.
into a store into play games at all different people.
Yes. Make your money, King. We love you.
Cold cake.
Make your money.
Find just
make your king.
Be sure to onakiller.com/fundy and use
with
code
the $1.99. As a lesbian, I approve of the shirt idea. Dude, militant looking what was it? Militant looking lesbians? Amazing. Anyways, the fact that even my 13-year-old niece knows what the Epstein case is, it shows how important it is. Do not let your 13-year-old niece know what Jeffrey Epstein is. No, actually, it would be important to educate people. And, like, you know, this is what Jeffrey Epstein is. If you meet a man that's like him, stay away. Make America great again. Define great. Make fun of MTG. Yes, please. All right. They made
Fundy
their bag. We love that for them.
Before Christmas, off your purchase. Right. Be sure to order by December for sponsoring this video. Now, no, that's not Magic the Gathering. We're talking today about Marjorie Taylor Greene, the representative from Georgia. For real, though, I wish we were talking about Magic the Gathering. My Atraxa build is like so shit. Marjorie.
Wait, where's mine? Hold on. Wait. Wait. I will grab mine. Yeah, bitch? Huh? I certainly wish we were talking about this one, too. I certainly wish, huh? Yeah. Which ones? Which ones? I don't play this game, by the way. I just have these from my boyfriend. Huh? Gimme. Yeah. 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 I gotta pick these up later. Yeah. Yeah. We're making it rain Marjorie Taylor Greene cards. What's this one? Destroy the evidence. This is what they're doing to the Jeffrey Epstein file. It's this one. Anyway. I've never played this game before. We just had these for a while. It's from my partner's family. The one we do not speak to. Anyway. Oh, it's like all, okay. I do need to pick these up. I just threw these at the camera and now it's a mess on the floor and I just can't have that happen. Okay. I've made mistakes. Oh god, they're everywhere. No. Okay. Anyway. Oh my, this fucking picture is so cringe. Did they use like some sort of filter on her face to make it look so smooth like this, because this is not how their face looks in real life. I refuse. Anyway.
Taylor Greene, as you all are probably at least somewhat aware, is a rising star in the world of American conservative politics. She takes a great deal from Donald Trump and has latched onto his follower base and draws in people who support him. She also works in a district that is so gerrymandered and protected that there is almost no chance of her being voted out. I'm not kidding you.
And that's why she's leaving. No, but that is so true, though. That is so true. The only reason she's able to win in her district and can't be voted out of that district is because it's so gerrymandered as shit. You know, I find it so funny that this woman is anti-feminist and being like, you know, women need to be treated with equality. It's like, the only reason you have a leg up, bitch, is because you take advantage of the system. Bitch, without that system, you would not thrive. Destroying the evidence is wild. That was just a lucky card I draw. Anyway.
If you ran Jesus himself as the Democrat, she'd still probably win by 10. So yeah, it sucks that we all have to get to know her, but better late than never, right? And hey, maybe we can make it fun. So, how did the fuckery all begin?
Whoa!
Marjorie Taylor Greene was born on May 20...
fuck? Whoa! Why is she, like, somewhat decent looking here? What the hell you know what it is? I see this all the time. We'll get to it when we get to Lore and Loomer. That'll be like the final stream we do. This happens constantly. Like, the moment you enter into like right-wing politics, you just become uglier. I don't know if it's the hate. I don't know if it's the racism. I feel like racism makes you crack even more. You know what I mean? I thought anti-feminist women weren't supposed to be so outspoken. They're not supposed to be in Congress either. Oh, you guys can't even see this. Hold on. Look at this picture. Look. She looks like normal. That's crazy. Lazy stealing the boyfriend's magic melon. It's bad when everyone else does it, but not when I do it. That's so true. Okay. Where? Oh, not this one. Yeah, no, it's crazy that she looks like somewhat normal. Insane. Anyway.
7th, 1974, in Milledgeville, Georgia. Notably, the Forsyth County region of Georgia that Milledgeville is located in is exceptional.
Oh, no. You guys can't. Hold on. I'll go back. That says Forsyth stays white. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Yeah, okay, you know what? Where's my webcam at? There we go. I think since all of you are good, all the pictures seem to be coming up over here, I think we're just gonna keep it from over there. Can I? Let me do this real quick. Not that. Let me see if I can do that. There we go. Does that look better? I don't know. I think it looks fine. Yeah, no, I fixed it. Okay, good. Good. I can finally set the green screen up now. It's fine. God, do I love being censored by YouTube. I'm so sorry. The hate has turned her ugly, just like her opinions. So true. I mean, she is 50. Yeah, but I know, like, most 50-year-olds that don't look like that. You know? Anyway.
Racist, even by some of the less than stellar standards of the area. A violent purge of black families by clan violence and racist policing policies has led to an area that was and still is thoroughly homogenous in its caucasity. And Marjorie Taylor Greene would go on to live the bulk of her pre-Washington life in this area, just steeping in the culture and traditions and beliefs of an area that even by the American South was known for being exceptionally racist. When do you think that picture?
I see. Okay. So, in terms of her origin story as to why— oh god. That Miku, no! No! Hatsune Miku, save me! Hatsune Miku, is that you? She just fell. Anyway. No, okay. So this does make sense. So, I think it needs to be thoroughly said here, right? I know that terms like racist, sexist, homophobic, all the obics and isms and whatever has been kind of tailgated by politics that are discussed on the internet, especially during the SJW era, right? When you see somebody call something racist, homophobic, etc., some people feel like those terms have been watered down over time because you can just call anything racist, sexist, homophobic. So, like, when somebody says this person's racist, they're like, oh, you probably just got upset with something that they said, and now you're calling them the worst, one of the isms just to, you know, degrade their character or degrade who they are as a person or whatever it may be. When people say that Marjorie Taylor Greene is racist, we mean that she legitimately wants to get rid of all HB1 visas because she does not want people outside of America to come into her country. Like, when we say that MTG is racist, we mean she is really, really fucking racist. This is where she was living in. This is where she comes from. She is racist by the means of the culture that she was raised in. Right? So, hold on. Give me a second. Oh. Yeah, it's still got that whole whatever. Let's see. She used to be a CrossFit trainer. That's funny. I want to get to an article. I want to find it. I don't know if I pulled it up. But, blah, blah, blah. Where is that article? Yeah. Not COVID-19. Well, we know what she feels about COVID. We already figured that out. Which is great. Awesome. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Let's just go to this real quick. Okay. So, this is her views on race and religion. Let's just get a brief synopsis. I'm sure James will go over it quickly, but I just want to make sure that when people say that, like, she fucking is racist, that we fucking get it, right? Greene opposes Black Lives Matter movement. Now, however you feel about the Black Lives Matter movement, whether you're for or against, it doesn't fucking matter. She calls it a Marxist group, which is, in a video, she compared Black Lives Matter activists to white nationalists, participants at the August 2007 Unite the Right rally. So, regardless, again, of how you feel about Black Lives Matter as a movement, comparing Black Lives Matter as a movement to that of a white supremacist rally, I think is a little insane. I really, really think that that's insane and not even close comparison. That is a non sequitur at that point. That's insane. A rally that she previously called an inside job. She believes that Unite the Right was an inside job. That's crazy. She ended one of her videos commenting, the most mistreated group of people in the United States today are white males. Well, I mean, if you're saying that and you're getting positions in Congress, maybe it is an inside job. But after the murder of George Floyd, Greene posted on Facebook that his death must be investigated and justice must be served, calling the video heartbreaking. Okay, great. She believes black men being killed unjustly by cops is bad. Good. 1 year later, when Derek Chauvin was found guilty of Floyd's murder, Greene said that the verdict was a result of jury intimidation by Black Lives Matter, which she compared to the Ku Klux Klan. And called the most powerful domestic terrorist organization in the United States, and falsely asserted that Washington, D.C. was completely dead on the night of the verdict because people were scared to go out in fear of riots. Now, you could argue, given how the protests went during the George Floyd protesting afterwards, right, that people may have been a little bit intimidated to rule against out of favor of Derek Chauvin. But if you actually, like, watch the whole trial, if you actually watch, like, how people spoke about how they, like, the coroners especially, how they talked about how the main cause of his death, they all say that it doesn't matter if he had anything in his system at the moment, because that's what they point to, especially Ben Shapiro points to, oh, it was the fentanyl that killed him. Every single one of them have been like, it didn't matter how much was in his system, it was the fact that he died from acute asphyxiation. That only could have been the result of having something crushed on his neck, which it was. When you look at, like, the police especially, like, the main trainers of that specific police station, I don't remember where hold on, I guess I could just look at it. Derek Chauvin, does it say where this happened? Dakota Metropolitan State University. No. Where is the... high school. Oh, Minnesota. So even like, okay, I found out where he was. I was just trying to figure out what state he was in. So even when you look at like the Minnesota police that were also on trial, where they were talking about how the method in which he held this man down on his neck with his knee, and the fact that he had other complaints of racism and being violent towards the opposite race from him, and they were like, this is not within our jurisdiction, this is not within our training, we absolutely do not train police to act like this, and like what he was doing was outside the norm of a protocol. When you see all of that, it's not even like a means of like intimidating somebody. It is simply put, everyone that this person could, like, if this were like something in the sense of like the police should stand up for their fellow police officer, right? He should have had at least the coroner and at least the head of the Minnesota police like on his side at that point. But like the fact that they were just like, nah, dude, like based on everything we found, this is absolutely not within our training. This guy died in this specific way, as we found through our internal investigation. Like, they could have easily been like, you know, if that's what they wanted to do, like, just side with police. They could have absolutely done that. They could have just stood up for their own and, like, hid, like, the abuses, but they didn't. You know what I mean? And you could... It's very obvious, just based on the evidence, that it wasn't intimidation. It was just the facts of the case. You know what I'm saying? Why is everybody screaming in my chat? Everyone's screaming. Good lord. Anyway. In recorded obtained political, Greene said that Muslims should, who believe in Sharia law should not be in the U.S. government. She also contended that the Democratic Party is holding black Americans as slaves. Her comments on black people, Muslims, and Jews were denounced by Republican House leaders and spokesperson for the National Republican Congressional Committee, Chairman Tom Emmer. Who I guess looks like that. Greene said that the election of Omar and Talbot, which are, those are, two House of Representatives, I think, that are Muslim. I know this is Ilhan Omar, and this is, these were two people I remember learning about because of Nick Fuentes, I think, calling them people who should not be in their positions of power either, just because of them being Muslim, right? In the 2018 midterm elections was part of an Islamic invasion of our government. She absolutely fucking hates people who are, Muslim or Middle Eastern, by the way. Absolutely. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. These two, first of all, this is so dumb. How would these two be supporters of Sharia law when Ilhan Omar and Rashida Talbot, I think is her name, these are both Muslim women. They would be oppressed by under Sharia law. Why the fuck would they support it here in the United States? That makes no fucking sense. Anyway, in 2021, she called the squad. The squad. Oh, okay. They call themselves the squad? That is so cringe and gay. What the fuck? The squad supporters of terrorism and Hamas who don't belong in Congress, and refer to them as the Jihad Squad. Perfect. In late January of 2021, interviewed a far-right British political commentator, Katie Haas. Oh my god, wow. I've never heard of this person before. But... anyway, Greene said that she would love to trade Hopkins for some of our white people here to have no appreciation for our country. Good lord. Good god. April 16th, 2021, it was reported that Greene and other House Republicans such as Gates, Gross, Louis Gohmert, yeah, and Paul Gosar. Paul Gosar was, oh, I know him. He was one of the people that attended one of Nick Fuentes' events, or at least a white nationalist event. I do remember him. We're interested in launching the America First Caucus, and Gohmert confirmed that Greene's involvement to reporters. According to leaked 7-page document that aims of the caucus, they believe that America is a nation with a border and a culture strengthened by commonly respected for uniquely Anglo-Saxon political traditions. Awesome. The document has also stated that the caucus would work towards a infrastructure that reflects the agricultural, engineering, and aesthetic values that befits the prodigy of European agriculture. Amazing. Very, 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 very pro-Anglo-Saxon. Very, very perfect. Awesome. Great. Amazing. Yeah, and also Greene has defended Christian nationalism and described herself as a proud Christian nationalist. Amazing. Perfect. We love that. We don't need these, I think. We just need this. Awesome. So, goodness. My God, politics are just a fucking mess. So true. Oh, Gomer. Sorry. Thanks. All these Nazis look the same, bro. Lazy the snake guy should be the main character of this terrible. Are you watching the whole show? Relax, Falgi. It's okay. It's only the Tumblr show. The gay Tumblr show isn't gonna hurt you. It's okay. Anyway.
She was taken. 1940, maybe 1960. I know we're getting a little late. 1987. That picture was taken in 1987, 2 years after the release of Back to the Future. So I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and let that sink in. Marjorie's father was named Robert Taylor, and her mother was in 1987.
Wait, hold on.
2 years.
Talking for a
A little late.
Stop. This. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
Known for being exceptionally racist.
So this is happening in 1987. 1987, they're screaming this shit. Holy shit. It's bad. Oh, good lord. Good lord. I don't even know if Sir Prentice should be the main character of that show. Just because, like, I just found him, maybe it's just me, but I find him particularly obnoxious. Anyway.
When do you think that picture was taken?
1987 is insane, by the way.
1940? Maybe 1960? I know years after the sink in. Marjorie's father was named Robert Taylor, and her mother was named, hold on, I have to read this. I have no idea. I might be saying that wrong. It probably sounds better if you have a real Georgia accent. I'm kidding, for real though. Could not find the name of her mother for the life of me. That's the second time in my videos where we've had a parent that just seems to have completely disappeared off the map. If I had a nickel...
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?
To be honest, this period in Marjorie's life was relatively quiet, and we don't know a whole lot about it. We know that she graduated high school in 1992, married her husband Perry Greene in 1995, and graduated college in 1996. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. Hold on. Silly me. How could I forget that she was also personally present for an incident of school gun violence as a high school junior? Let's hear Marjorie tell...
Whoa, what? This origin story is wild. Okay, so, I wonder what's shooting then? That's crazy. If it's 1992... Interesting. I'm not, because that's before Columbine. So there has to, I wonder what this would be then.
Tell us about it herself.
You see, school shootings are absolutely real. And every child that is lost, those families mourn it. I understand how terrible it is because when I was 16 years old in 11th grade, my school was a gun-free school zone, and one of my schoolmates brought guns to school and took our entire school hostage. And that happened right down the hall from my classroom.
That's crazy. Wait, holy shit. Okay. So this person has experienced single-handedly the issue of, like, gun accessibility, like free range, almost like not non-restrictive, but like almost minimum restrictive on gun accessibility and gun violence, especially in a school setting as a teenager. And she still went on to harass other fellow teenagers at the Parkland shooting from Florida. David Hodge especially. She experienced this as a teenager, but was harassed future teenagers later. Holy shit. Was that the racism of 87? Clover, you have to be one of my writers. I am not that funny. Holy shit. The racism of 87 is so wild. LootEmber95 with the $4.99. Thank you so much. Okay, did anyone else notice the awesome coincidence that he played the Doofenshmirtz clip and then revealed that the guy he married was named Perry? Guys, this wig is really itchy. Okay. She was a victim of gun violence as a teen and still fights for it. Yeah, that's so crazy. So she knows. She knows exactly what David Hogg went through and still harassed him. That's insanity to me. Holy shit. I don't know why your messages keeps getting censored from chat. I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix that right now. I ship it. Shut up.
I know the fear that David Hogg had that day. I know the fear that these kids have.
So then why did you harass him? Why did you harass him? Why did you harass him then if you understood you're a crazy person? Anyway.
And this is why, and I say this sincerely with all my heart, because I love our kids, every single one of your children, all of our children. I truly believe that children at school should never be left unprotected. I believe they should be just as protected as we were with 30,000 National Guardsmen. Our children are our future, and they're our most precious resource. I also want to tell you 9/11 absolutely happened.
Okay, I really want to take a step.
Okay. I'm sorry. I have to take this wig off because it hurts. It hurts. Oh, it's so itchy. It's older, so that's probably why it's so itchy right now, but ugh. Maybe my own hairstyle will probably still work for the look though. Oh god, I'm bald. Oh, you can see the line where the toner ends. Oh god. God damn it. Jesus. Ugh. Get me out. Oh, I have the biggest forehead ever. Oh my god. What is going on? Okay. Ow. Jesus. Dude, what the fuck? You know what I look like now? I just look like an 80s character. That's what I fucking look like. Bald! Bald! My eyes! Alright. Oh, goodness. Why is the shirt getting clipped? It's fucking blue, not green. The fuck? Anyway. I feel better now. Put my cat ears back on. Yeah. Yeah. No, that looks fine. All of this is fine, chat. Everything is just fine. Good. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm being freed. Slowly but surely, I will free myself from Marjorie Taylor Greene. You look like a lunch lady? God damn it. Lazy Stranger Things skin. I don't want to be put in Stranger Things. I don't really like that show, but you kind of look like a new character for the next Stranger Things. God damn it. Why? No. No. Okay. Alright. It's fine now, I think. Alright.
Tangent here, and I promise I'm going to try to keep these to a minimum. Let's go over some things real quick. The incident that Ms. Greene is describing there involved 0 deaths and 0 injuries. The gun that was discharged, the only gun that was discharged during the whole incident, was one that was accidentally discharged as coaches initially tried to wrestle the suspect to the ground in a failed attempt. The high school sophomore who perpetrated this initially took 50 hostages before letting many of them go and then trading even more later on for candy and soda. He stated that he had no intention of killing anyone and he was hoping that the police would kill him. Teachers described him as a nice, polite kid with good grades.
As much as I respect James and I like this channel, none of this matters. I just want everyone to know that right now, that if a kid brings a gun into a school, regardless if he was intending on killing people or anything like that. Thank you, Pinker. Nice to see you, Pinker. Why y'all being mean? Lazy looks so cute. Pinker, did you just get here? Did you not see what was happening earlier? As much as I like James, right? None of this matters. If somebody brings, I had an incident at my school. As you guys, this is no secret, I suppose, because I've talked about this on this channel. I went to a high school that ended up getting shot up a couple of years after the fact, while my brothers were in attendance, that was fun. And we had an incident in our school where somebody who was stalking a girl, at the school brought a gun, wrestled a gun out of the pocket of a police officer, because we had police officers in our district. I think it was after Parkland they started bringing in police, and as soon as those police were brought into our school, they were armed police, and immediately a stalker of one of the girls at our school came, who didn't go to our school, but like stalked them from a different school and like stalked them online, tried to visit her in person and wrestled a gun out of the armed police officer and shot the floor. Nobody was hurt, but it was the fact that a kid was able to get their hands on a gun at all. I understand that whatever incident Marjorie Taylor Greene went through didn't result in any death or injury, and it was just a stupid kid, like, essentially trying to commit police suicide or whatever the fuck, and he had no intent of killing people. It's still scary to have that kids have access to guns at all to bring them to school at all. Irregardless of the intent or irregardless of why they're bringing that gun to school, weapons in school is scary. You know? So it doesn't matter. That doesn't mean her experience is any less scary. It's the idea that there is a loaded gun in a school full of a ton of people that could potentially be targeted, irregardless of whether or not the person intends to target them or not. It's the fact that they have a weapon that shoots off very quickly in any sort of direction a bullet that could kill people, right? MTG's experience isn't supposed to be downplayed just because it was like, oh, he only took a couple hostages and he traded a bunch for candy and let a couple go. It's not that big of a deal, MTG. No, it still is. It still is. Still scary to have a weapon of destruction and killing people to be in a school at all. You know? You know what I mean? Yeah. My high school had at least 2 police officers as security guards. Yeah. Mine did too. Immediately, as soon as we put armed police in our school, a kid tried to wrestle the gun right out of the police's hands and then shot the floor. That quickly. That quickly. Anyway.
But stated he had trouble at home. So if you ask me, the fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene says that the school being a gun-free zone made her feel less safe is kind of rubbish, considering guns didn't really solve anything in this situation. In fact, they were the source of all the problems, and more guns probably would have made things worse. If anything, more robust social services and access to mental health care probably would have done something. But I think Marjorie's approach is just to pop the kid and get on with the rest of the school day. I just hope she'd let him pick up the body first instead of putting down orange cones and saying, just step over him, he's fine. But just keep this whole thing in mind as we move forward. Feeling persecuted without evidence and haphazardly misinterpreting everything she comes into contact with are going to be central parts of Marjorie's brand, identity, and approach to the world. Just keep it in mind as we move forward. Okay, deep breath, back on track. In 2002, Marjorie would go on to purchase her father Robert's construction company, Taylor Construction, with her husband Perry Greene, and take over the operations of the company. That being said, there's almost no evidence to find out what Marjorie actually did at the company.
It's a full-time job, and it's extremely time-consuming, and it's not as easy as it may appear to some people.
In the first 4 years of her ownership, she didn't even seem to have an official title. Here's a quote from an article on the subject. Greene's business record is one of the least...
So does she like transfer it over to her husband then? I would imagine that's probably what happened there. Thank you, Echo, with the 99 cent. She must have then just gave it to her husband. I mean, she is somebody who believes in traditional family values of the man working and her like the wife staying at home and whatever the fuck. So actually, you know what? We can double check that, chat. We could double. Echo, you. Echo just wants to see me shoot people with bubbles, which you guys will get because you reached the goal. All right, let's go to this. I'm trying to figure out how to, hold on. Is the mic, okay, the mic here's already turned up. We just need to turn it up through here, actually. My bad. There we go. There we go. All right. Chat, you know what? Oh, God. I still have all the cards on the floor. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Let me clean up these cards on the floor so I don't ruin them with bubbles, because I'm sure that would be really bad. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be kind. I want to be kind. All right. Give me. Put these all back. Put these all back. Put these all back. Alright. Put those. Get in the case. There we go. Ow! Fuck! I'm dying. I'm dying. Alright. Hey, chat. Hey, chat, guess what? You guys have been so good to me, chat. Chat, guess what? Chat. Chat. Chat, 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 chat. Chat. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Gimme. Oh. 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 Ah! 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 Double gun! Yeah! Anyway. See, I do believe in the Second Amendment, guys. I believe it is every American's right to own as many bubble guns as they fucking want. I am a true American! I thought it broke for a second. Alright. There's like, oh my god, they're everywhere. Everything is sticky. Alright, okay. Oh god, 2 of them. What? You guys deserved it. You guys keep hitting that goal today. I'm proud of you. You deserve it. Anyway. Where were we? Where were we? Not that. This. Oh yeah, I was gonna check their, shootings. Yeah. I was gonna check what their beliefs were on feminism, but I don't see that on here to check. That's interesting that there's nothing on here about their... Interesting. Okay, I thought there would be. Anyway, don't need that. We just need this, and we need to go back to this. Ah! Stop it! Stop talking. Stop. Lazy, if you get a P.O. box, can I send you a bigger bubble gun? Echo, what the fuck? Okay, I do. Let me think, cause I do want to open a P.O. box, but I would have to get a P.O. box that's like a couple of like towns over from where I actually live, just for safety reasons. But I want to so bad, you know. I would love to do like unboxing streams. That would be so much fun. That's too much power to it. Yeah. God. Get me a big old bazooka. Anyway.
Least examined aspects of her life. An Atlanta Journal-Constitution review found that while the Trump acolyte touted her experience as a construction company executive running the family business, there's little evidence of her involvement in the company's operations. And
so she's a liar! Of course she is. Of fucking course she is. Makes sense. Makes sense. I would just imagine she probably just transferred it over to her husband and just let him, and then she just kind of took all the credit. Because, I mean, you know, that's kind of what you're trained in MAGA to do, is like take good ideas that don't belong to you and pass them off as your own. That's why Trump is currently dressing like Zoran right now and like toting like, oh, I should take some of your ideas. Well, she's a conservative, so I think we could take a guess on how she feels about I guess so, but like, I find it interesting that it's not as well documented as like the rest of her like stuff, like the LGBTQ and the gun right thing, like. You know, I guess we can assume, but I also don't want to, you know what I mean? Anyway.
Just to be clear, when they say there that she touted—
Wait, what is a candidate? What is that? Hold on. Hold on. Just in case it's something dirty, I want to search up what this is. Because Springy ADHD said I would send you Canadine candy. I want to know what that is. Hold on. Excuse me, I didn't open this. Get the fuck away from me. Alright, what is candy. Unless if you meant to spell Canadian. Did you meant to spell Canadian? No, I'm pretty sure you meant to spell. Although, this does look pretty good. Some of this stuff, anyways. It just kind of looks like the stuff we get here, though. Yeah, I figured, yeah. Just. Wait, is Whoppers considered Canadian candy? Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. No. Over here. You guys go over here. Is this considered Canadian candy? Because I've had these all the time. Really? I'd be surprised. Look at all that candy. Am I like a candy person still? That's such an interesting question. I should. Oh, these are cute. These are little hedgehog candies. Oh, I would love that. Oh, Smarties. Eh? That is so offensive. This is appropriation of Canadian. Nestle should be ashamed of themselves. Anyway, that's crazy. Maddie would be offended by your Mysteria. Well. It's okay. Maddie's not like a real Canadian. He doesn't count. Yeah, like here's like a. Is Sour Patch Kids is also Canadian? That's crazy. Really? Huh, interesting. Okay, let's go back to this one. We might have to save this other video I have by them for a different time, but anyway.
Her family business. Oh, she touts it. She touts it like 2010 WWE was touting all over the place. That's a really niche joke, I realize, but hope you got it. There's gonna be more. Be it floor speeches like this one.
I'm also a very successful business owner. We've grown our company from 1 state to 11 states. I'm a very hard worker. I've always paid my taxes. I've never been arrested. I've never done drugs, but I've gotten a few speeding tickets in my day.
Or campaign ads like this one.
I've got a message for the squad. Your Green New Deal that's going to take over our energy sector, send taxes through the roof, destroy our economy and jobs. Well, let me tell you something. I'm coming to Congress and I have a better Green Deal. I want to fight for capitalism, free market system, lower taxes, and protect our freedoms. I'm Marjorie Greene and I'm running for Congress in Georgia's 14th district. I'll see you there. I'm Marjorie Greene and I approve this message.
Also, just a side note. Hey, Marge, if you're trying to convince me that you're a roll-up-your-sleeves American business owner out there with your hard hat checking on the work.
It's a hard hat holidays. Respectfully.
Probably better not to wear a hard hat with a sparkly new Murica paint job that I can tell hasn't seen the sun before this ad was filmed. We know you love America, just wear the lapel pin like everyone else. In 2007, Marge would finally go on to make it official with her company.
Oh, she can't be wearing the lapel pin. She's too busy wearing the AR-15 one. No, I got it. Canada. We're talking about Canada. What business does Taylor Greene have? So she bought off, in 2002, she bought her dad's construction company, but according to the company records, there's no, Echo, with the 199, thank you. If it's possible, Bubazooka is on the table. I mean, we technically have these as the Bubazooka. That's technically what we've called these, but we need a bubble AR-15. For Marjorie Taylor Greene's sake, we need a bubble AR-15, the Bub 15. But anyways, in 2002, she bought her father's company, which is a construction company, which is what she's talking about in her speech about being a business owner that's expanded to 11 states. Problem is that there's no record kept from the company that she ever held an executive role. My bet is that she just handed it off to her husband because she's a traditional Christian woman who who is very much like, men are the leaders, you know, they should take leadership roles, so I'm gonna give the leadership positions to my husband. Anyway.
And take on a title, specifically that of Chief Financial Officer, or CFO. Even that didn't seem to change the fact that we don't have any evidence for what she was actually doing while working at Taylor Construction. So you would think she has all this time, she's, you know, making this money. What's she doing with her day if she's not working at the construction company, right? From 2007 to 2011, Greene was listed as CFO of the family construction company Taylor Commercial Incorporated in corporate registration records filed with the Secretary of State. Yet for several years during that time she was presumably helping her husband run the construction company, she spent her days at a gym pursuing her passion for CrossFit training and traveling to participate in national competitions. That's right, folks. CrossFit. MTG would leave the family construction.
Oh, yeah. Right. So, she posts these videos sometimes on her, her social media, whatever it may be, of her, like, doing a lot of, like, heavy, like, weightlifting and sort of stuff. I think I've seen someone commentate on her form and stuff, because I feel like doing this whole motion, hold on, I'll show you again. Maybe I need to ask my sister, because she actually does do heavy lifting.
To participate in national competitions. That's right, folks. CrossFit.
What is this? This jumping up and down, lifting, this feels like so dangerous to do. I would have to ask my sister, because she's the one that actually does do, like, body lifting as an elective for school or whatever the hell. And, like, she does this more than I do. She would know whether or not this is safe to do or not. I just feel like slinging this over your head, instead of, like, doing the typical, like, just either hold here, just going, like, that is just, you're making me nervous. She's making me so nervous doing this.
She would leave the family construction business in 2011 to go pursue a career at a local CrossFit gym, and also to compete in local and national CrossFit competitions, which I just found out is a real thing that actually exists.
What? Okay, somebody who actually does the CrossFit thing. What the hell is this? Okay, wait, the chat's covering it. 1 second. Wait. Okay, you see this right here? Look, see this? Where my mouse is hovering? You see that? Okay, hold on.
Local and national CrossFit competitions, which I just found out is a real thing that
Can someone tell me what the hell she's doing? I don't want to look like an idiot and say this is bad form or anything, because I don't fucking know. Is she trying to do like a pull-up or something? Because she's just fucking flapping on this pole like a dead fish. She's wiggling like a worm on a fish. Yeah, what is that? Is that like some sort of like endurance thing on the pole? Is that like a workout thing? Can somebody tell me what that is? Someone should speed that up. Hold on. Wait. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go, let's go here. Wait, what? I have premium on. What are you talking about? Oh my god. YouTube is stupid. Stupid. Let's do this.
Also compete in local and national CrossFit competitions, which I just found out is a real thing that actually exists. For real. I'm not really sure
Okay, hold on. Wait, okay. Wait, okay. Wait, chat. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, God, give me the screen capture. God, Lord. Okay, unlock here, and we're gonna zoom. Zoom in on that. Zoom. Come on. Oh my god. Streamlabs, don't do this to me right now. Okay, we need a little bit more. Zoom. We're almost there, chat. Zoom. Alright, we have it pretty much fully up there on the screen. Observe. Chat, observe.
CrossFit. MTG would leave family construction business in 2011 to go pursue a career at a local CrossFit gym. Also compete in local and national CrossFit competitions, which I just found out is a real thing that actually exists. I'm not really sure when CrossFit is the best, but I'm also debating it. MTG would go on to have her own.
That's a normal CrossFit thing, is it? It's so I'm sorry. Oh my god, CrossFit is weird. Yeah, it is so weird. Can you explain to me how that's what part of that is supposed to work out? Is it supposed to work out your core, your pectoral or something like that wiggle? She's doing the air worm. It's just if you're saying it's an actual, like, that is an actual form thing, then I guess cool. But I just find it funny when God, oh, it's so good. It's so good. I can watch it all day. Okay, let's make it clear. This is only funny because I sped it up. No offense to anybody who does CrossFit and this is like a thing that they put into their routine. Good for you. This is only funny because I sped it up on purpose. Okay. All right, we're continuing on. We're moving on, chat. We're moving on. Oh boy. Anyway.
So 70% bacon, egg, and cheese, so what do I know about fitness, right? MTG would go on to found her own gym, CrossFit Passion, in 2013 with business partner Travis Meyer. One thing I do feel the need to mention is that while researching this, I found an article detailing the opening of that gym, and it specifically references Marjorie as a certified CrossFit for Kids instructor. CrossFit is great for the developing little bird bones of children.
God, she cares so much about the children that she wants them flopping like a fish on a pole. CrossFit about working multiple muscles with each motion, so it's probably working a lot of things. I don't really get it, but my sister likes it a lot. My sister's in it too. She was in a couple of CrossFit, or like competitions for like, I think she doesn't do CrossFit. I think she does like deadlifting specifically. She won like 2nd place because she can lift half of her body weight. It's fucking insane. Anyway.
So, Marjorie trades in the safe, boring life with the construction business for the strong, muscular embrace of the CrossFit world. And it would seem that this behavior would bleed into her personal life as well, as during this time she was allegedly having not 1, not 2, but 3 affairs. According to
Oh, yikes! What does her husband look like? I want to see her husband. Hold on. Oh. Is that him? Her boyfriend, Brian Glenn? Was she divorced? Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Hold on. Go back up. Go back up. Good lord. Top. Spouse Perry Greene, divorced in 2022. Uh-oh. 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 I'm back. Who's having the affair? This bitch. Wait, okay, so she's been married. She only got divorced from Perry Greene in 2022. Ooh. I wonder why that is. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait. Apologizes for berating wait a minute, what is this? Okay, this is Representative Greene's ex-husband apologizes for berating Muslim women. What the fuck? Wait a minute, chat. We might have some character development.
It doesn't matter where we're—
Oh god, they own a Cybertruck. Oh, never mind, never mind!
It doesn't matter where we're from. It does not, though. Why does it matter to you, though?
Because you're worshiping a false god.
No! Are you Christian?
Okay, saying that while in a Cybertruck is insane, by the way. Okay, so he's apologizing for this clip where he apparently tells the this isn't a parking garage. Why is he pulling up in this fucking Cybertruck to this woman being like, hey, you Muslim? Your God's not real. What the fuck?
We have the same God, bro. Alright, that's... Okay.
Oh, okay, well, if you're right. Just imagine, dude, what the fuck? He immediately is driving in a stupid little fucking Cybertruck, sees this woman wearing this and goes, oh yeah, for sure. Should tell her that her God is fucking fake. What the fuck?
I just wanted them to know that I humbly apologize to them because nobody should be treated that way, and that's not the right way for us to treat anybody with any differences. And
wow, no shit, really?
What we can do, and hopefully they'll find it in their hearts to forgive me. And that.
Don't forgive that man. He drives a Cybertruck. He drives a Cybertruck. Well, if it weren't so blurry, I guess that's the happy couple. Well, not happy anymore. She had affairs on him and then they broke up. Anyway. Guys, divorce is funny. Type 1 in the chat if divorce is fun. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm kidding. Your wife's face is fake, bro. Yo, that's insane. Are you Christian? He's in a Cybertruck. What do you think? Oh my god. Why does he actually look like Perry the Platypus if he was a human? Don't say that. That's slander, bro. I don't understand why people should be mean to someone with a... I don't know either. Fucking ask that guy, I guess. Anyway.
Reports from the UK Daily Mail that were corroborated by some of Marjorie's former co-workers and managers. In 2012, she began having an affair with, hold on, I want to check this real quick to make sure I read this right, a tantric sex guru by the name of Craig Ivey.
Yo! Look at this dude! Wait a minute, whoa! Chat. Oh god. I'm sorry. Chat. Look at this dude. Look at this. Okay. Wait. Okay. I got this. I got it. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Dude. Okay. I will say this. as deplorable as Perry's actions were, right? As this Perry guy was, in comparison to fucking this guy, you have an affair with this guy when your husband, sorry, hold on. When your husband doesn't look like that bad of a dude, like, imagine. See, he's not terrible looking. I mean, he's crusty, but like, this guy, and you decide to have an affair with fucking, with that. He looks like gay Liver King, brother. Holy shit. Oh my god. The Zangate cosplay is kind of cool. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it works. Good job. Good for him. It fits in with Marjorie Taylor Greene's need to spread Russian propaganda. I will say that. Holy shit. Oh, good lord. Crazy. You know, why is it that every time a Republican has an affair, it's always with the ugliest looking person in comparison to their actual spouse? It's so crazy. One of those duck lips? Anyway.
Ivy looks like this, wants to start the world's first polyamorous warrior commune, and supports Black Lives Matter. I'm not entirely sure how to feel. He seems like a cool dude, and his Zangief costume was on point, but still, Marjorie Taylor Greene. While Craig would not confirm or deny the affair...
I'm sorry, excuse me? What did you just say? What did you just say, sir?
That's right, a tantric sex guru by the name of Craig Ivy. Craig Ivy looks like this, wants to start the world's first polyamorous warrior commune, and supports Black Lives Matter. I'm not entirely sure how to feel. He seems like a cool dude, and his Zangief costume was on point, but still, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
A sex guru who wants to start a polyamorous commune and supports Black Lives Matter has an affair with Marjorie Taylor Greene. My brother in Christ, Marjorie Taylor Greene is not escaping the accusations that all Republicans want to just get together with liberals because they think they're hotter. They don't want to date amongst their own. He looks like that one guy from Dragon Ball with the wrestler guy. If I knew anything about Dragon Ball, I would agree. I'm gonna agree in spirit. Now he's more like the guy from Wreck-It My brother in Christ. See you, Bear. Alright, see you later, Galvatraz. The poly community will never recover. God.
While Craig would not confirm or deny the affair and generally avoided talking about anything related to MTG, he did note that she may have some opinions and beliefs and behaviors off of camera and out of political life that are different from those that she espouses as a representative. Alas,
oh, really? Huh, really? Is that so? Is that so? Oh, she's just a grifter? Crazy. Couldn't have fucking assumed that from me, guys.
Marge would end things with Craig the Human Music Festival and move on to allegedly another affair shortly thereafter, this time with gym manager Justin Tway. I'll note that Justin was...
What in the... Okay, hold on. You guys can't see that. We must observe this second guy. Hold on. Here is man number 2. Man number 2 looks like a straight up Russian. But I can see why she would want to have an affair with this guy given similar interests. Wait. Also, is he wearing a Black Lives Matter hat? That's crazy. Okay. Well, interesting. Interesting. Let's go back to the hold on. This one. Anyway. So that's guy number 2. We need to rank these guys. First of all, I think the sex guru is at the very top. I'm just saying that right now. That guy is at the very top right now for me. Would have an affair. This guy's kind of like, I understand why the affair happened given similar interests, but, it's the whole looking like that thing. He looks like a Thumb from Spy Kid. Brother! MTG is a grifter. In other news, the sky is blue. Okay.
Much less overt about his social life than Craig was, and so I really only could find these pictures. Interestingly, Justin did take almost the exact same approach to discussing the affair that Craig did. He refused to answer any questions about Marjorie and would not confirm or deny the affair. The fact that their stories are so similar would lead me to believe there might be some pre-planning going on, but Jen said I can't make more than 3 allegedly jokes, and I feel like I might need that. Yeah, so MTG was baptized into the evangelical faith in 2011 at the North Point Community Church in her hometown of Alpharetta, which is interesting because that would have been prior to her supposedly having those affairs. That's different, Jen! Sadly, unlike a lot of folks that we cover on this channel, MTG PudgieBudgie doesn't seem to have a testimony video or really anything actively promoting her faith just for the sake of it. There was one for a time uploaded on Vimeo, but it got pulled down mysteriously this year. I really tried to find it for you guys. I even tweeted a guy, so just know there's no links I would not go to for you. No, in fact, the only time you'll ever really hear Marjorie talking about her faith is when it's in a political context. She seems more interested in using religion to make a point.
Right, because she's a Christian nationalist. Because she's a Christian nationalist. Polyamory is where you come from. That's funny. I don't drink soda, but thanks, Echo. What did Echo say? I buy you all soda? Wait, I have soda in here. Wait, hold on. I'm backing out of the shot. Goodbye, chat. Goodbye. Goodbye. I need to grab this real quick. Give me. Hello, chat. Hello, chat. Hello. I'm back. I got soda. Root beer. A&W, please sponsor me. I need money. Delicious. Anyway.
Than she does to actually find salvation.
You know what? Killing a baby up until birth is a lack of civility. It's called murder.
Anyway. My brother. My woman in Christ. My woman in Christ. Good Lord. Anyway.
Hey, how about an order down there? Lack of civility. How about lack of laws or protecting and upholding our Constitution?
You should practice the basic thing you're taught in church. Respect your
Taught in church? Are you kidding me? Try being a Christian.
Two Karens going at each other full speed on the steps of the Capitol building. Truly nature's most brutal display of pitched combat. So, how do we...
Oh, good Lord. Do I have... Hold on. Let me see this real quick. No. Let me see if I can find... Because I have a couple of things that I wanted to pull up real quick for... this. Let's see. Right. Oh, we should get to these at some point. Yeah. Yes, we've already shown this. This is not important. We don't need half of these. Oh boy. I thought I would have more about, like, her fucking... But I don't right now. Oh, here we go. I found it. Let's read this real quick. So, I want to kind of talk about MTG in terms of, like, how she views religion. I kind of mentioned before, she's not somebody who really believes in the concept of... this is an opinion piece, by the way, by Amanda Tyler. Marjorie Taylor Greene's words on Christian nationalism are a wake-up call. She has said openly that she considers herself a Christian nationalist. Is this video related to this article? It looks like it is, so...
You could spend all day sorting your employees' expenses.
Nah, we don't need it. Okay. Never mind. So... explicitly labeled herself as a Christian nationalist on Saturday. The shocking statement by a sitting member of Congress should serve as a wake-up call to everyone, and particularly, I believe, to Christians. We need to be the party of nationalism, and I am a Christian, and I say proudly we should be Christian nationalists. Greene said in an interview, here, actually, let me, like that, there you go. Said in an interview while attending the Turning Point USA Student Action Summit in Florida on Saturday. Her self-avowal of Christian nationalism follows her claims last month that Christian nationalism is nothing to be afraid of and that the movement will solve school shootings and sexual immorality in America. Awesome. Yay. Okay, the video's done. Let's watch this real quick. All right, hold on.
In a moment, but first, what is it? What is Christian nationalism?
Sure. Christian nationalism is an ideology that seeks to idealize and advocate for a fusion of American civic life with a very particular kind of Christianity. And when we say Christianity, we don't really mean people who love Jesus, who have tried to, live Christ-like lives. We mean Christianity is code word for people like us, who are conservative, natural-born citizens who think like us, who look like us. And so Christian nationalism is really this ideology that seeks to fuse and institutionalize that kind of Christianity with American policy and symbols and founding myths and our kind of deep story.
Yeah, it's the separation of church and state. It's basically the laws of the United States should be centered around the Christian doctrine, and everyone should be a Christian or else. Yeah, kind of goes against one of the Sky Daddy's laws. If these people could read the Bible, they would know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think we're gonna need something stronger than root beer. I wish I had alcohol. All right, let's see. For years I've been closely tracking Christian nationalism and sounding the alarm about it. Greene's recent comments mark an alarming shift in the public conversation about Christian nationalism. Until recently, the public figures who would embrace Christian nationalism in their rhetoric and policies have either denied its existence or claimed that those of us who are calling it out are engaging in name-calling, but Greene is evidently reading from a different script now, explicitly embracing the identity as her own and urging others to join her. She is not alone in doing so. Greene embraces the mark of Christian nationalism, following closer after troubling remarks from Colorado Representative Lauren Boebert. The church is supposed to be direct. The church is supposed to direct the government. The government is not supposed to direct the church. That is Christian nationalism. They believe that church and state should not be separate. That the church should be the one that doctrines the law of the land of the United States, despite the fact that the United States is supposedly supposed to be a land that is freedom of all religion to be celebrated and also to be avoided of, right? Not avoidant of, but like, if you want to be agnostic or like an atheist, that should be also allowed, supposedly, but like half of our country is also ran by Christians, so, you know, make of that what you will. Anyway, this will probably best describe it. Christian nationalism is a political ideology and cultural framework that merges Christian and American identities, distorting both the Christian faith and American promise of religious freedom. It relies heavily on a false narrative of Christians as a Christian nation, founded by Christians in order to privilege Christianity. This mythical history betrays the work of the farmers to create a federal government that would remain neutral when it comes to religion, neither promoting it nor denigrating it. A deliberate break with the state-established religions of the colonies. Now, if anybody doesn't know, a lot of the foundings of, like, Christian nationalism, at least in the United States, is of the belief that the United States is a Christian country. That it's been founded, our founding fathers were Christian, but that's not true. They weren't Christian in the sense that they were like the Christians that we see today. Some of them were Christians, a lot of them were partisans, though. They were like partisan Christians, which is meaning that they are people that can separate themselves from some parts of the Christian doctrine in order for, you know, to make legislation that isn't based on their doctrine entirely. Now, to say that this whole country, at least the founding fathers that, like, migrated over here were partisan Christians defeats the idea that they were Catholics or anything like that. Sure, there's some that probably were Christian, but that doesn't mean that this whole country was founded solely by Christianity, especially since we weren't the first ones to fucking be here. It was the Native Americans, and they were clearly not Christian, so... Yeah, so this is what they're talking about when they're talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene kind of combining aspects of their Christian identity with their politics, is that they believe that there should be no separation of church and state. That's their big kind of talking point with that.
Go from the newly minted party-hard Christian workout warrior of the early 2000s to the holy congressional terror that we know today? Well, from the same source of misery and despair that many of us have experienced over the past half-decade or so, Donald freaking Trump.
I never ever considered to run for Congress or even get involved in politics. As a matter of fact, I wasn't a political person until I found a candidate that I really liked, and his name is Donald J. Trump when he ran for president. To me, he was someone I could relate to.
So this gives a little bit more of the credence that Megyn Kelly was saying, right? She is a born and bred Trump Republican. She is a Trump politician. Her entire identity centers around this guy. They call her Trump's cheerleader for a reason. The only reason she's involved in any sort of political thing is because of Donald Trump. Once she separated herself from that and said, like, actually, I don't agree with some of his policies, she's nothing. That's why, like, a lot of people think that, like, her disillusionment from the MAGA movement and leaving her seat in 2026 will mean that, like, she'll make a run for the presidency. And even if she does try that, I just don't think it'll work on the premise that she is literally nothing without Donald Trump. She's literally, if you actually remove her from Donald Trump, what is she? She's just a raging lunatic. Like, there's nothing more especially important about her besides that, right? Like, she doesn't really exist outside of Trump politics. If you remove her from that, a Trumpican, right? If you remove her from that, she's just kind of fucking annoying and boring.
And that I enjoyed his plain talk, not the offensive things, but just the way he talked normally. And I thought, finally, maybe this is someone that will do something about the things that deeply bother me, like the fact.
Okay, the way that he talks apparently lured her into a sense of, I need to get involved in politics. I'm sure the guy going, we gotta get rid of the immigrants. Some of them are nice, though. Some of them very nice. But also, we gotta eat the stupid Democrats. They just want free, open borders. Now, I heard the borders over in Russia are very strict, because Vladimir Putin, good friend of mine, of the United States, very good ally, good friend. Like, the disembodied ramblings of a 79-year-old man who probably had a stroke earlier this year, was like, she really... really was attracted to that. the incoherent ramblings of that guy. She's like, yeah, that speaks to me. Not a very smart decision there, Marge.
That we're so deeply in debt that our country has murdered over 62 million people in the womb. Some of my friends have had their children murdered by illegal aliens.
MTG credits Trump with getting her
source. Where is the source?
Interested in politics and is always quick to praise him and his policies. She takes his beliefs on as her own, but also uses his same combative, dismissive, aggressive style of politicking.
Which is going to become unpopular, which is clearly becoming super unpopular now. We've been dealing with that sort of aggressive style of politics for so long, right? That MTG's still mimicking that in the big year of, like, 2021. When even then, when Biden was in office, Trump wasn't there, she was just fucking annoying. That's why nobody likes her, because she took Trump's style and she was just annoying with it. I mean, granted, Trump's style is annoying just by himself with him doing it. It's even more annoying when she does it, because half the time, she believes in fucking QAnon conspiracies on top of everything else.
She didn't take a page out of Donald Trump's book. She ripped the paperback cover off Art of the Deal and wrote her name on the front page in Sharpie marker. So by all accounts, MTG moved formally into the political realm in 2017 when she began writing articles for the now-defunct American Truth Seekers website, which specialized in Republican propaganda and conspiracy theory. MTG took very quickly to QAnon. The cloud of conspiracy theories.
There it is. There we go. So, I have an article about this real quickly. Where is it? This one. No, this is a different one. Congress poised to get its first QAnon believer. There she is. Oh, well, I have to pay. God, fuck you. You know? Daily Beast, you fucking suck. Fuck you. No, yeah, she's a QAnon mutt. I'll go back to the fucking whatever. So, let's go into just that whole thing. Because this is kind of where we can kind of talk about an interesting part of Marjorie Taylor Greene that I think kind of explains why she's dissenting from the Republican Party. And that is the fact that she believes in a lot of these QAnon conspiracy theories. Now, she does believe in stuff like Pizzagate. She believes that the Democratic Party is like a sex trafficking, a Satanist cult thing. But one of the things that she's been kind of touting for a while, so one of the main things that I saw that I'm just like, oh, she's fucking insane, right? Was this. I'm pretty sure it's this or this one. I think it's this one. Yes, this. Okay. Marjorie Taylor Greene, a Republican Congress nominee in Georgia, shared a video in 2018, repeating the anti-Semitic claim that Zionist supremacists are conspiring to flood Europe with migrants in order to replace the white population there. Greene, who has received support from President Donald Trump, has advanced the conspiracy theory of QAnon, which includes anti-Semitic tropes. According to Jewish Insider, she wrote in one post that the Rothschild family and the Jewish financier George Soros are involved in a plot against Donald Trump. In a 2018 video, which was uncovered by the liberal media watchdog Media Matters for America and which Greene shared on Facebook, repeats an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory called the Great Replacement, which alleges that Jews are orchestrating the mass migration of non-white immigrants to predominantly white countries in order to wipe out the populations there. It says that those supporting the refugees are using immigrant powers to commit the biggest genocide in human history. So, one of the things that Marjorie Taylor is predominantly, if you listen to anything that she talks about in QAnon, when she was like in her big QAnon part, is particularly her disdain for Jews. Yes, we are at the Jewish space lasers part. Not only does she believe in stuff like the Great Replacement theory that is perpetuated by the Jews, she also has said on the floor of Congress, has spoken openly about taking care of the Jewish influence in our government who is currently controlling the space lasers. So, I believe there might be a reason, hold on, where is it? This part, right? Marjorie Taylor Greene was, yes, the wig is off, it was itchy, I'm sorry. Marjorie Taylor Greene has called the crisis in Gaza a genocide. She was pretty much one of the first and only Republicans to start doing it. She also was very critical of Donald Trump's support of Netanyahu, and we thought it was because, like, you know, most people are waking up to the fact that they are literally wiping out the Gazan people, and they are literally committing war crimes, and we thought maybe that's the reason why she touts the idea of this being a genocide. I am here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that is not the reason why. She is simply saying that the Gazan genocide is what it is, a genocide, not because she actually, you know, for once respects the rights and human dignity of brown people. It is because she is a white she's anti-Jewish. She's an anti-Semite. The only reason she has spoken out against the support that the Republican Party, Donald Trump, has had for Netanyahu and Israel is not because she is actually opposed to genocide and care about the human rights of brown people. No. She's saying it because she is just Jewish. She is an anti-Semite. She could care jack shit whether or not Israel is like this terrorist organization that is wiping off brown people from the face of the earth, because she's racist, because she fucking hates brown people. She calls representatives that are Muslim in our Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib, she calls them fucking Sharia law jihadists, right? She hates them just as much as she hates Jewish people, right? The only reason she is calling what is happening in Gaza a genocide, unlike anyone else in the Republican Party, is simply because she's an anti-Semite. She doesn't actually give a damn about Gazan people. She's only believing it because she believes in Jewish space lasers, okay? The controversial Republican freshman, which is in Marjorie, has speculated that the fire which killed 85 people in 2008, this is talking about the California fires, by the way. She believes that the California fires was started by a Jewish space laser. In a now deleted Facebook post, the blaze that leveled the town of Paradise was later traced to a PG&E electrical equipment. North Bay Democrat Mike Thompson and Jared Huffman represent areas hit hard by the recent fires in Nampa and Sonoma counties. They issued a joint statement. We don't need to read it because it doesn't matter. Who cares? Marjorie Taylor Greene is an example of the enemy within, so we have to be extremely concerned about those within, but also outside of the Capitol. This didn't just start January 6th. Those groups are organized and they are very clear in terms of their message and trying to deny that Joe Biden won the election, and they are trying to engage in an attempted coup that they're doing by any means necessary. By the way, Marjorie Taylor Greene believes in the theory that the election was stolen, and she was at some point, but we'll never know because the charges were dropped, at some point they suspected her of being a primary organizer for January 6th, so amazing! Awesome, right? Cool. So awesome. Amazing. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go back to this.
Misinformation that hovers around the American conservative movement like a choking...
Okay, there we go.
fog made of zeitgeist and weapons-grade boomer ignorance. In the lore, Q is some sort of person with special government clearance, I don't know, and he's apparently decided that the best way to get secret information to Americans is through 4chan and Facebook minion meme pages. By the way, I made those. I toiled all day over a hot meme deep fryer just for you. Now, I'm not gonna get into QAnon fully today because, I'll be honest, I tried and my nose started bleeding, so I'm gonna need a little time to work on that, but rest assured, this is probably not the last time you'll hear me talk about QAnon. Suffice it to say, MTG went radical right very quickly. At that time, you see, MTG was very invested in some of the more egregious conspiracies and scandals surrounding QAnon and the Democratic Party. Things like Pizzagate, the Seth Rich murder, and this was also the time where she made her comments about Jewish space lasers starting wildfires. Here's a quote from an article discussing that. The most recent Greene view to be unearthed comes via Eric Hananoke. Just over 2 years ago, Greene suggested in a Facebook post that wildfires in California were not natural. Forests don't just catch fire, you know. Rather, the blazes had been started by PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric, in conjunction with the Rothschilds, using a space laser in order to clear room for a high-speed rail project. Now, from American Truth Seekers, Marjorie would go on to become a Facebook moderator and colleague of two conservative groups, the Freedom America Project and America's Stopping Socialism, the FAP and the ASS. I did make up the
the FAP and the oh, that's unfortunate. maybe she joined these groups and became moderators because it reminded her of her affairs. She missed getting the FAP in the ass. Anyways, I feel like it's really weird that she's like running for Congress. If she's like a congresswoman, I don't know if she was a congresswoman at the same time being a Facebook moderator. Could you imagine like somebody who's like running in Congress also so happened to be a Facebook mod? That'd be like the equivalent of somebody working as like a moderator. Thank you, Echo, with the 99 cents. Very much appreciate you as always. But that would be the same thing as like if like somebody who was a Discord moderator became part of the US census or whatever the fuck. Like anyone getting a political job but being once a moderator for like a social media is pretty funny. Like where would you get one of those lasers hypothetically? If we're talking hypothetically. Sorry, I was a bit too careless about that's literally Nazi stuff. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, Great Replacement and Space Laser is all Nazi stuff. Just so you guys know. Just so you guys are aware.
ass, but I do want you to know that the FAP was 100% real. And see, the FAP was known for allowing very aggressive memes and content to be posted on their public
Echo,
message
for the
boards.
donation.
Memes like what you're seeing here were commonplace, threatening violence to anyone that the movement deemed an enemy. And you can be assured that the comments and like ratios on all of these posts match the opinions the way that you think they would. Boy, I don't know about you all, but I sure do feel great knowing that there's someone in Congress who shares none of my beliefs and feels totally justified in defining whoever she wants as an enemy and then killing them. That's real good for the old blood pressure. Does anyone else know burnt toast? And so yeah, MTG would continue to ramp up the intensity of her political beliefs and her political action over the next 2 years. MTG was more than willing to walk the walk and take the fight right to the steps of Capitol Hill. During a trip to the Capitol in 2019, Marjorie famously went up to the door of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, representative of New York, and yelled at her through the mail slot.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I'm an American citizen. I pay your salary for the taxes that you collect.
This is so annoying. No wonder she... Echo, thank you for the donations, by the way. Thank you for the 99. They're just gonna... They want the bubble so bad, guys. God. Did nobody suggest a name change? No, because FAP is funny. Guys, FAP is funny. Can I get some FAPs in the chat? Because it's fun. No, I'm kidding. No, but this is such a loser behavior, by the way. This is so fucking weird. She's just so instigative. Like, the fact that she ever ended up getting any sort of, like, position and power is so obnoxious. Like, how is this... You're so... orange. So annoying.
For me through the IRS. I'm a woman, I'm a female business owner, and I'm proud to be an American woman, and I do not support your socialist policies. If you want to be a big girl, you need to get rid of your diaper and come out and be able to talk to the American citizens instead of us having to use a flap, a little flap.
As you might expect.
A little flap, more like a little fap. Ha. Ha ha. Ha. I'm not funny. Anyway.
She also made time to swing by the offices of other squad Democrats, Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar, stating that because those two swore in on the Quran rather than the Christian Bible, their candidacy and representation was invalid. Fun fact, I don't know if you do this, you can actually swear in on anything you want. You can swear in on any book or whatever you want. I've thought a lot about this because I think it's fun. I would swear in on the copy of Watchmen from my local library. Tell me down in the comments, what book would you swear in on if you actually made it public office?
I mean, also.
I would swear in on the Satanic Bible for the sole purpose that I want to freak everybody out, and I want to start the conspiracy theories at QAnon that Satan is taking over the country. That's what I would do. I would do it as a troll. MTG is the type of woman who live stream herself committing crimes on Kick. She really does give God, we need to do a stream on him too. They really do give like Bake Alaska energy. They're also equally just as annoying. Echo with the 99, thank you so much.
One despite a history of racist and incendiary remarks against Muslims.
We have an Islamic invasion into our government offices. They want to put their hand on the Quran and be sworn in? No. You have to be sworn in on the Bible.
About Democrats.
Quran, not Quran. That is the most. Hold on. Wait. I wasn't gonna put this back on, but I'm gonna put it back on for this. Hold on. Wait a second. You know what? No, this is hot. Hold on, wait. You can't be sworn on the Quran. You gotta be sworn on the Bible. You sound gay. You sound fucking gay. Echo, thank you for the 99. You can't be sworn on the Quran. You gotta be sworn. You gotta on the Bible. This is not real. You look. This is why I keep calling her a Muppet. Look at how close her eyeballs in the middle of her face. No, you're good, Echo. I appreciate it. Quran. You sound dumb. I'm going insane. Anyway.
They're trying to keep the black people in a modern day form of slavery. It's a slavery system to keep their vote.
About blacks and Confederate statues.
If I were black people today and I walked by one of those statues, I would be so proud. Because I'd say, look how far...
Dude, that is such white woman shit. Imagine. This is, okay, so what she's speaking about is she's speaking about the removal. Thank you, Echo, with the 99 cents. They really want those bubbles. They want the bubbles so that this stupid bitch will shut the fuck up. But could you imagine, like, this is in reference to the Robert E. Lee statues being removed and replaced with, like, more appropriate representations of like black liberation, and she's just like, honestly, black people should be proud to see a statue of their oppressor. Like, could you imagine? That is some of the most white people shit I've ever heard in my life.
I have come in this country.
In trumpeting a conspiracy theory about the liberal mega-donor George Soros, echoing an erroneous anti-Semitic attack against a Holocaust survivor that he collaborated with Nazis.
I will not apologize for standing up against George Soros, even when they want to call me an anti-Semite.
1 month after this incident...
That's because you are a fucking anti-Semite. Great Replacement Theory and Jewish space lasers is literally anti-Semitic, and it makes you a fucking Nazi, dog. Sorry. Thank you, Echo, with the 5. MTG is annoying, lady. Yes! Ah! We're gonna get bubbles soon. Please, Echo, put your money back in your wallet real quick. If you guys want they already did it. God damn it. God damn it. All right, we get bubbles again. Yay. Echo, I was trying to spare you and ask somebody else. Tusskie with the 2 as a black, God, Jesus Christ, that is, wow. As a black, no, I'm not proud of that. What the actual fuck, bro, what? Okay, hold on. I have to start up the new goal on the screen, and then I have to, where is it? Thank you guys so much for the donos tonight. We are donating to this couch goal. I will get my Megatron. I almost just threw up in my mouth. The fuck? What was that? Echo, no, I had it. Sleepy Soul with the 2. This lady isn't a Muppet. She's an old sock puppet. I call her a Muppet. Did I miss some Megatron moments? I told you guys, if you help me donate to the hold on, I'll get back to the screen. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on a second. No! Shut up. Shush. You see that? Wait. Up there. You see that? The couch goal. If we reach the couch goal within these next few streams that we're doing, oh god, the Inception. If we reach the couch goal, I will get a couch. I'm gonna get a couch and I will name it Megatron the Couch. I promise. Anyway. First, I have to do my bubbles. My bubbles. Hold on. Here's what I'll do. Hold on. Fit to the screen. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Wait, actually, could you imagine? This is what I imagine Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks is just happening within black communities, right? She driving, drive-by shooting, and then drive away. It's an American tragedy. People keep getting shot in drive-by bubble shootings. As a white woman, I'm so concerned for my black community suffering through these drive-by shootings. Ow, my heel. Ow. Oh, God. Thank you, Echo, for the donos. Echo is the top donor tonight. They are the top donor forever. They are iconic as always. As always, chat. What the... Wipe you guys off. There we go. Okay. Okay. We good? We're good. Hold on. Ooh. Ah! 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 I can't... Why can't I... Ah! 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 Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'll stop. Okay. Back to your regularly scheduled QAnon.
She would go on to accost Stoneman Douglas High School shooting survivor David Hogg on a public street corner regarding his stance on gun control.
David, why are you supporting the red flag laws?
Yep.
If they're... Or at least...
Yeah, we got
Now, can I just say for the record that this is a 45-year-old woman accosting a 19-year-old man on a public street who was a survivor of a school shooting that claimed 17 of his fellow students 13 months prior to this? Jeez, I knew she was bad, but God, I didn't think it would get this far. Oh, and then 1 month after that, she tried to shut down a drag queen story time in her hometown. So.
And brought a drag queen in and read books to children. One of the books was about a young robot looking for love that found love from old rusty robots. What does that speak to you? That speaks pedophilia. I'm so angry. I'm sorry.
My God. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Fucking God. Echo is go, Echo is peak, Echo is capitalism. The MCC, Megatron's casting. That's insane. That's insane. I need you and Clover, Glimp Pimenta and Clover to be my writer so I can be more funny. Gotta hate Bubble on Bubble violence. Bro! No, she just... Anyway. Oh, good God. She's so exaggeratory. Like, she's like, that sounds like pedophilia. Sure, buddy. Okay. It's just, this whole drag queen story hour thing is so dumb that she gets so fed up on it. Because first of all, not like a lot of fucking, libraries do it anyway, because every time they do it, they're met with white supremacists protesting outside and, like, scaring the children. So, like, they can't really host it without there being, like, some sort of fear factor anyway. But also, who cares? Like, would it be preferable if Jeffrey Epstein read to your kids? I mean, she'd be like, I'd rather have that over fucking trans person. God, Echo, thank you so much for funding my entire existence. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm so angry right now. I'm about to blow up.
Crying, so
I am pissed. Okay, so...
You're crying? Fucking get over yourself, you sensitive fucking snowflake. You sensitive little bitch baby. Oh my God, I can't handle it. I'm crying because there was a goddamn person in a wig. Girl, you have fucking plugins to your hair. Calm down.
People, listen to me. Share this video. Share this video. On this video, in the beginning, I videoed the man, the abomination that he is, dressed up like a woman, reading storybooks to children in my public library that our tax dollars pay for. And then I go outside. I'm hopping around on a cast, by the way. I go outside. I'm standing outside, waiting for my friends, you know, talking to you guys on this video. And then the militant giant...
Clover Bites with one on I would happily be employed by you, Lazy. We must start at least some sort of comedy regime so I can be funnier.
Woman that's bigger than my husband, bigger than most men, practically attacks me, comes to me aggressively, and accuses me of filming her children, and her children are receiving death threats, and that's a lie, and she doesn't even live in the city, and...
I don't doubt that there's death threats, because again, every time there's a trans story hour, it's always met by a protest from a white supremacist group, militia group that, like, scares the shit out of the kids. Like, she's like, that's a lie, I would never send death threat. I bet you wouldn't be saying that now, considering that you're receiving death threats from the Trumpies and the people that you are now going up against. Anyway,
she's a lesbian, she had her wife or partner or whatever. I don't care what consenting adults do with their sexual time on their own hands. What I do have a problem with is their agenda pushing these gender lies and all of this sexual perversion on our children, and it's not gonna happen in our schools, and it's not gonna happen in our libraries, and it has to stop.
Just 2 months removed.
Okay, I should, before I let James continue, the reason why MTG hates the LGBTQ is because they believe that it's, that all inherently, and this is a big, not just with her, but this is like with a lot of people who are like, on the right of things, they're being like, you know, gay bad, right? It's because they inherently believe that like most gay people in the LGBTQ are inherently sexual. I can't express enough how fucking dumb that is, considering that like straight people are just as sexual as gay people. But they believe that it's all a sexual perversion, right? That it's all pushing gay sex on kids. Gay people are just as, you know, contained in the bedroom with their sexuality and their sexual preference as any straight person is, as any straight couple. You do not see fucking gay people, you know, fucking in the streets, right? And of course you would bring up the people, like, there's certain gay pride parades that will, like, feature fetish gear and whatever the fuck else. That's no different than, say, oh, I don't know, like a nude beach or something like that. Or people, like, literally having intercourse on nude beaches. Like, it's... I would argue, irregardless if you're gay or not, having any sort of, like, sexual proclivities outside, whether you're in fetish gear in public, or you got, what is it? That one picture of that guy who's just got a rainbow suit of dicks, versus, like, having a nude beach and having sex on a nude beach, whether you're straight or gay, very strange and odd. Like, it's obviously gonna make people uncomfortable. But gay people are not inherently openly, like, just having sex out in the streets, and neither is trans people. Like, it's built off the belief that they're all inherently just trying to have sex in public to encourage your kids to have sex all the time. Like, it's not that. Like, it's just a different sexual preference, and expressing that there's a different preference in, like, you know, what you're attracted to is not the same as encouraging gay sex. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, you know how people date people and they want to kiss people? Well, I don't want to kiss the opposite sex. I want to kiss the same sex. That it's an easy conversation to have with somebody that doesn't involve getting into the detailed specificities on how to insert dick into asshole. You can do that. It's fine. Ace people are in the corner. Yes, and ace people exist, and they get the same hatred of this, like, they're pushing an agenda to not have sex at all. It's like, what do you fucking want at that point, my guy? Like...
From the drag queen storytime incident, Marge would go on to take her first formal step into the world of American politics by announcing her candidacy. Initially, she stated she was going to run in her home district, the Georgia 6th, but she very quickly moved that to the Georgia 7th, and then...
So right now she's up here. So she's the 14th district, so she's in this one right here.
Later, in December of 2019, settled on the Georgia 14th, cowardly hopping from districts until she could find one that she thought she could win. The Georgia 14th, for the preceding 10 years, had been maintained by Representative Tom Graves. Republican Rep Tom Graves was stepping down from a 10-year career as the representative for Georgia's 14th district at the time. This district is gerrymandered to all hell, specifically to make sure that a Democrat has almost no chance of winning there. The district is incredibly well protected, and
I just realized how fucking stupid I look. I look like I have 2 bumps on my head because of the cat ears. Tusskie with the 2 as a gay black. Huh? What the fuck is she smoking? God. We're just chilling playing video games? Yeah, I wish. We're literally doing nothing to you. Exactly. I love that we have an ace gang rising up in my fucking in the fucking live feed. That's funny.
Republican that wins the primary is almost assured to go on and take the representative seat. Graves only even faced challengers for the seat in 2012 and 2018, running unopposed in the other 2014 and 2016 election cycle. This district has also continued to shift further right over time, and quite notably in the Trump years has gone that direction at an even more alarming pace. So in my opinion, it's safe to say that Marjorie was taking the cowardly way out, jumping from district to district until she could find somewhere that would ensure her the best chance of victory. This allowed Marjorie to act up on the campaign trail without any consequence, such as when she took smiling photos with a noted Klansman in the area and posted an ad on...
And not only that, but she also has been on, I think it was America First. They were doing a speaking tour. She used to be somebody who used to be in speaking tours, and it was a guest speaker with America First and Nick Fuentes, until she never really spoke out against Nick Fuentes because that guy was too extreme for her. I would argue if you're going to be campaigning with a Ku Klux Klan member, I don't see what about Nick is so extreme, but, you know, yeah, pick and choose, I guess.
YouTube that got pulled for being too violent when she threatened tourists.
President Trump declared Antifa a domestic terrorist organization. I have a message for Antifa terrorists. Stay the hell out of Northwest Georgia. You won't burn our churches, loot our business.
I find it so interesting that, like, they say that Antifa, which, by the way, isn't really an organization that exists. Like, let's think of it this way. Most political movements, most political foundations, or at least most group known identifying things in politics have at least a founder, right? They have at least some sort of head of directors, a board, that, like, it gets out there some sort of mission statement at the very least, and organizes underneath some sort of controlled group, like, planning. Antifa doesn't have any of that. There is no head of Antifa, as they say. Antifa is purely just an anti-fascist idea that originated on the internet and some people just use as a label. But, like, there's not, like, a founder of Antifa. There's no, like, board of directors for Antifa. It just means, it's just a label of anti-fascism, right? It just means you're anti-fascist. And saying that anti-fascist is terrorism says a lot about the Overton window that we identify people who are anti-fascist as terrorists. You know what I'm saying? We're just chilling, playing video. As a lesbian Mexican, we're just chilling. Thank you, Echo, for the $1.99. She looks like wait, what does it say? She looks like if Trump tried to do drag. If Trump tried to do drag, I think his drag name would be Donica Lewinsky as she going down on that building.
Businesses or destroy our homes. I'm Marjorie Greene, and I approve this message.
Oh, and that Klansman that I talked about, his name is Chester Doles, and it seems like she might have inspired him.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah, that looks like a Klansman, all right. Yep. They all look the same, and they all do. They all look like this. And yes, that was intentional. Every moment has a Sarah Connor that is her. Y'all remember Eminem at the Democratic rally that one time? That was awesome. I mean, that was expected, I think, because, I mean, it pretty much touts exactly what he's always... Anyway. Yeah, this is about exactly what I suspected it to be. Anyway.
Just this week, Mr. Doles announced his own candidacy for his local Board of
Thank
Commissioners,
you, Echo.
stepping
Good
down from
Lord.
his role as Grand Clayliff. Wait a minute. Grand Clayliff? His name is Grand Clayliff. No freaking way. What, are you, it's supposed to be like a clan bailiff? Is this clan court? Did I get arrested? Do I need a attorney? Anywho, since MTG ran in a district that was cut up specifically so that people like her couldn't lose, she was never in any real significant danger of doing any damage to her campaign. She cruised to victory in both her Republican primary and runoff elections, with her least impressive victory still being a 15-point win. She also received some personal praise from Daddy Trump around this time. Moving on to the general election, Marjorie would run against a, hey y'all, let's be nice and chill, Democrat named Kevin Osdell, and she would go on to win that with just under 75% of the vote. Kevin never stood a chance, really, and honestly, it seems like he just ran to save face for the local party.
Echo, do you really want those bubbles that badly? I think Echo is just tired of hearing Marjorie Taylor Greene talk. They're that determined.
You have to win somebody against the lunatic, right? He even dropped out on 9/11, but some people still wanted to vote for him just so they didn't have to vote for her. And as you might expect by now, Marge made a splash even on her first day in office with her...
Echo, put your money away. Echo, put your money away. You have been capped off. Put your money away. Put it away. Put it away. You single-handedly have gotten the couch goal to 116 tonight. You're good. Put it away. Let somebody else. Echo! Good Lord. Bubble time. Not... You want to get us to bubble time? Somebody else but Echo has to get us to bubble time. Okay? Somebody else but Echo. God damn it. Damn it. God. Shit. Bubble time. Yay! God damn it. Oh shoot, I clicked the button. Thank you. I got it. It's fine. Hi, I'm here. Whee! I'm here. I'm alive. I know. Stop yelling at me. Stop it. I'll shoot you. Stop yelling at me. I'll shoot you. I'll do it. Ah! I was threatened. Hi. I'm getting really tired, chat. We're gonna get through the rest of this video. We got some time left. let's get through this. Anyway.
Her choice of attire, as you can see here. And see, this was on January 4th, which beyond her swearing in and her interesting choice of mask, was pretty uneventful. January 5th was pretty uneventful too. January 6th was not uneventful. January 6th was very eventful. Reports have been scattered about what exactly MTG's role in the January 6th riots was, but we do know her first response was to call it a false flag operation by BLM and Antifa, so that should tell you what.
Why is that always her go-to? That's so obnoxious. She thinks everything is a false flag that's funded by, like, Antifa or Black Lives Matter. Like, literally everything. Whether that's the Parkland shooting or fucking 9/11, I don't know. She always thinks that it's like some sort of like leftist extremist thing. Everything's a false flag, everything's a hoax, and it's all the liberals' fault.
Need to know. There are also reports like these. 2 organizers told Rolling Stone that they met with close to a dozen Republican members of Congress or their staff while planning protests against the 2020 presidential election results aimed at keeping former President Donald Trump in power, according to the story. The magazine did not name the 2 organizers. The story describes one as a January 6th rally organizer and the other as a planner, and says both are communicating with U.S. House investigators who are looking into the insurrection. Along with Boebert, these organizers said they communicated with Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Paul Gosar, Mo Brooks, Madison Cawthorn, Andy Biggs, and Louis Gohmert. Greene would go on to get into feuds with several of her representative colleagues, including my cherished Cori Bush from Missouri, along with Sarah Jacobs of California and Nikema Williams from her own home state of Georgia. Marjorie filed to impeach Biden on his 2nd day in office. And then a week after that, she was under fire for some...
Yes, so she was the lady that was heckling Biden when he was given his addressment of Congress, and she was, like, booing. She's the one that's in, like, the fur coat, the white fur coat looking like fucking Cruella DeVille. Lazy, be creative. I'm trying, I'm sorry. You should do a version of Aerosmith's music, Lazy's Got a Gun. Can I eat the bubbles? They're probably not delicious. Well, I don't... I'm blonde. I can do dumb shit, right? I can do dumb blonde shit. Hold on. Yummy. Ah. Fuck. No. Don't eat the... Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Then... Gross.
Very threatening memes and language that she used in regards to her opponents and her political adversaries prior to her election. See, around this time, MTG's prior QAnon engagement and conspiracy theory life was starting to come into the American consciousness. This even began to draw criticism from top House leadership all the way up to Nancy Pelosi, putting intense pressure on GOP House leadership to do something about the Marjorie Taylor Greene problem.
About Marjorie Taylor Greene, how concerned are you about her past posts, remarks, rhetoric? What would you like to see done about her?
What I'm concerned about is the Republican leadership in the House of Representatives, who is willing to overlook, ignore those statements, assigning her to the Education Committee when she has mocked the killing of little children at Sandy Hook Elementary School, when she has mocked the killing of teenagers in high school at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. What could they be thinking? Or is thinking too generous a word for what they might be doing? It's absolutely appalling. And I think that the focus has to be on the Republican leadership of this House of Representatives.
No.
For the disregard.
Soup. No. What the fuck can Biden do with 2 days? Not even get out of bed. So true. When is it expected? Yeah, it was gross. Don't eat kids.
For the death of those children. They not only are they not interested in gun safety and gun violence prevention by passing legislation for...
Right. Okay, I could... Yeah. We get it, Nancy Pelosi. MTG bad. Yeah.
Appropriate to do in the Congress of the United States.
Now, for her part, Marjorie did try to walk back some of her previous statements and come off as more moderate in her statements on the floor defending herself. In the end, though, it wasn't enough, and Marjorie was stripped by her own party of her committee assignments, namely on the Education and Labor and Budget committees. In previous times, this might have actually been a real punishment for someone like her, but in the era of Trump, his clowns and politicians like him just don't really care about these kinds of gestures. And in the meantime, Marjorie's allowed to run amok, wandering around the halls of Congress untethered, voting on critical plans to solve national problems, and spouting her mouth off about her terrible opinions to every reporter on the Hill looking for a scoop.
Conservative
Conservative firebrand Marjorie Taylor Greene caused an uproar by outrageously comparing COVID safety rules to the Holocaust. This morning, Greene tweeted, quote, vaccinated employees get a vaccination logo just like the...
Oh my god. Vaccinated employees get a vaccination logo. It just looks like the Nazis forced Jewish people to wear the gold. Fuck off. This is so gay and dumb. Who cares? Vaccines passports and mask mandates create discrimination against unmasked people. Discrimination against unvaxxed people? Go fuck yourself. Good lord.
Nazis forced Jewish people to wear a gold star. The Georgia Congresswoman doubled down after these comments last week about mask mandates in the House that she violated.
We can look back in a time in history where people were told to wear a gold star, and they were definitely treated like second-class citizens, so much so that they were put in trains and taken to gas chambers in Nazi Germany. And this is exactly...
Good lord. Yeah, how about you tell that to your fucking current president who's sending a bunch of, like, legal citizens to El Salvador, you stupid bitch.
The type of abuse that Nancy Pelosi is talking about.
It's so beyond reprehensible.
Congressional condemnation came not just from the speaker, but GOP leaders across the board.
This is one of a frequent outbursts that are absolutely outrageous.
House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy.
Outburst. Dude, they have to treat her like she's a fucking child. Like, she's just like, we're so sorry that my fucking... this grown lady's acting like a 4-year-old just fucking having a tantrum. Good lord.
Who stated Marjorie is wrong. Greene was stripped of her committee assignments this year for past incendiary comments and pushing conspiracy theories.
I could go on with all this, but at this point I'm choosing not to. This fire hose strategy that people like the Trumps and the Greenes of the world use, where they just overload you with scandals and misinformation and every bad thing you can think of, it takes a toll on you, and I have to admit, after a week of engaging with MTG, I am worn out. Besides, I hope this serves as a good lesson too. You don't have to engage the Republicans in your life in the debates they so want you to. Just shut up and eat your turkey, Uncle Rick. None of us want to hear your opinions on the minimum wage or immigrants. No, instead I want to talk a little bit about why I chose MTG for a video topic. We know that she's evangelical, at least in name, although I think we can all agree by this point that she's certainly not the most Christian person we've featured on Fundy Fridays. It's probably pretty clear to all of us by now that her Christian beliefs are based more in political showmanship than in any actual search for salvation. Instead, I wanted to take a deep dive today into the kinds of things that evangelicalism can convince one of. Right now, recent polls indicate that Trump won 81% of the white evangelical vote in this country. 81%! 4 out of every 5 white evangelicals voted for the same person. And we have every reason to believe that his lackeys, like MTG and all the others, they're going to have access to the same critical unified voting bloc. MTG herself was able to raise $3.5 million in small money donations. Just like Bernie Sanders, she's appealing to the masses and drawing support from the people on the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder.
Right. So this was like 3 years ago, right? This basically what James is saying here is that, you know, since Donald Trump was very popular within the vote of, you know, white Christians, that MTG was basically tagging on to Donald Trump as a means to hopefully get that vote when they go into other positions of power, right? Like, say they want to do a Senate run, or they want to run for presidency, then they'll be like, oh, I'll have the support of the white Christian vote. Problem is, this is 2025, and the approval rating of Donald Trump is worse than it has ever fucking been. He is under, like, 40%. I think the last I checked, he was, like, 37. Now, granted, Biden also dipped under 40 in his term after 2 years. Donald Trump is dipping under that 37 in his barely first year, which is impressively pathetic. But basically, why are we even talking about this woman in this current day? Because this was from a year ago. Given that evangelical vote is obviously not going towards Trump, it's been declining and falling now, and most everybody hates this administration, I think the reason why she ended up breaking off is because it's either two theories for me. One, she actually does have morals, and because when she talks about trans people, she fucking hates trans people, she hates the LGBTQ community, she thinks it's like a sex cult or whatever the fuck, right? And she talks about how they're grooming kids, like, and then you look at the Jeffrey Epstein things, and seeing her align with signing to release the files and everything, aligns with the idea that she at least does care about this, whatever sex cults that exist for kids, or at least she cares about kids being groomed and abused to an extent. When it comes to, like, all of the MAGA girlies, I believe that MTG is, at the very least, because before she even considered getting into politics, she was like this, right? Even before she ended up running in 2020, she was touting the things that Donald Trump said before she even had any power. Either she is very consistent in her views and her beliefs, and she just believes it 100%, or she actually is a grifter, but again, that's coming from people who would not confirm that she had an affair with them, basically, so we could never know if they're actually really telling the truth or not. I think when it comes to MTG specifically, I do think that, like, the reason why she's pulling away from the Trump thing could be to save her own skin, because everybody who ever supported a fascist regime, once that regime falls, goes, no, I didn't, you know, because of course you don't want to admit to that and take any accountability for that at all. But also it could just be like, based on her voting record and based on how insane she is with the QAnon stuff and like genuinely believing it and like even doubling down on it instead of just apologizing, the fact that she is just this crazy and like this stubborn in how crazy she is, I do think that she is at least mayhaps politically, ideologically consistent, which is the only positive, is if that's even a positive I can say about this woman. I think the reason why she's backing away from this could be due in part to her falling out, like, for a Senate run, like Megyn Kelly said. It could be due to just the simple fact that, like, ideologically wise, she is racist to the core, right? She is a nationalist to the core, and maybe she doesn't believe, like Curtis Yarvin that we discussed, that Trump is doing enough to be America first, to be American nationalist. Or it could just be that maybe she, like, is consistent in not wanting to see kids hurt, and having this guy who she supported. She literally left her dad, who was dying of cancer and going into surgery, to go support Donald Trump and to vote against an impeachment thing. She left someone dying, one of her family members who was dying and going to surgery, for Donald Trump. And to have Donald Trump be like, I really don't want those Epstein files out, despite the fact that that is consistently her line of belief when it comes to what she's ran on, which is protecting kids. I think part of this pulling away is just that she believes in her morals more than her politics. At least, I hope. That is the hopeful theory, you know? That abuse against children actually was her fine line to cross. Sure, she could be racist, she could be fucking LGBT, transphobic, Islamophobic, all the phobics. She can be anti-Semitic, she can be a white nationalist, but hurting kids was her fine line, you know? At least, I hope that's her fine line. The hopeful theory I have is that she actually does have consistent morals, and hurting kids was her fine line, that is her consistent fine line that was crossed with not releasing the Epstein files. That, or she is a grifter, and she sees the tide turning against Donald Trump, and she wants to, you know, save her own skin. Because nobody wants to admit that they supported a regime that was unpopular. I think we need a time machine to go back and make sure the MTG parents don't get together. Good lord. Honestly, I get the feeling that it's just a safe face. I mean, granted, like, think of it this way. The only reason that she believed that, like, what's happening in Gaza is a genocide is, again, not because she actually, like, supports Muslims in Gaza who are being slaughtered and murdered. It's because she's anti-Semitic. It's because she's anti-Zionist, but also just anti-Jewish in general, because she's an anti-Semite. So everything always has an underlying meaning as to why she thinks the way she does, right? She's not, you know, anti-Israel because she's pro-Gaza, pro-Hamas. She's anti-Israel because she's an anti-Semite. She is an anti-Semite, blatantly. So it could be that she, and I don't even believe that she's anti-Trump. A lot of people are saying, like, she's anti-Trump. She's an anti-Trump now. No, she's just resigning because she's a pussy. Like, she went anti-Trump on this one thing, which is the Epstein files, which is the one thing that she's been consistent about. When she talks about trans people and drag queens and all, and gay people and all this stuff, she's like, it's to protect kids. She's seeing the Epstein files as, like, something that she's like, if I don't stand by this, I don't stand by the fact that I don't want to protect children. So Epstein was her thing where she's like, I have to stay consistent on my protecting children no matter what, both from the gay sex cult group and also Jeffrey Epstein. And seeing Trump not see eye to eye on that issue might have been the thing that went, wait a minute, this guy sucks. But it seems like even in her speech, she sees that as like, oh, that got me called a traitor, but in reality, you know, she also names all these other things, like how Trump isn't America first. He's pouring all this money into foreign things. He's going into foreign wars. So, again, it could be either she is morally consistent and fucking kids was her fine line in the sand, or she's a consistent nationalist. I don't know. My wonderful partner, who I love dearly, is hungry. He hungers. So I'm going to call it here. Thank you so much for joining me. We will be going on our another journey next week when we discuss Lauren Boebert. I think I might do that. Let me look at my schedule. Probably Saturday or in the middle of the week on a Wednesday. I'm not sure. I think I'll probably do it by Saturday because I'll probably be editing or doing something. She's jumping ship. She's trying to escape the Titanic before it sinks. Right. She keeps sweeping for Trump on the files. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I think, I don't know, though, because, like, she wants those files signed, and then Trump is like, I fucking hate you, though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe she's either morally consistent on this, or she's a grifter. That's what I need to figure out by the time I get to the scripting process of the MAGA Girlies thing. But by the time we get to that process, it'll be later down the line. Thank you, Echo, for the final dono of the night. Can we get some W's for Echo in the chat? Can we spam the chat with just W's for Echo? They are single-handedly supporting my couch cause. I will get the couch. I will call it Megatron. But by Saturday, we can discuss Lauren Boebert or Nancy Mace, all the others in the future. For now, I'm going to call it here. I'm going to go make my partner some food. And, and tomorrow, if you go over to the Op Block YouTube channel, we'll be talking about Andy Ditch. It'll be me and Falgi. Tomorrow, Monday, I don't know what time. It'll probably be later, given Falgi's schedule. Thank you, Echo, again, for another $1.99. What song should we play? Let's play a song here. I promise it won't be Republican in nature. Let's do a gay one. Can we do a gay one? Here's a gay one. We'll do a gay song to sign us off. W Echo. Alright. I'm gonna play us a gay song in spite. Thank you, Echo, so much. Thank you for funding my couch streams. And with that, chat. God, it's glitching the fuck out so bad. There we go. Let's play some gay shit. Let's do this one. This one right here will do good. Alright.
Man-made sculptures, synthetic worship, new body, who this popped on cause I've been at a place now. Creator lives inside of me now. Activate, doctor, make me look like J. Wow. Magic, I had to cut it off. Showed the reference pic, then my doctor went and set it off. Yeah, I turned into it all. Pulled some magic trick, like my name was Miss Maximum. As if a shit on my body, couple miles on my body designed for a savior. Got me feeling cocky, there can never be a copy. He's in the eye of the beholder, the behold bitch on my own controller.
See you later, chat. See you guys next time.
Of me now, activate, doctor, make me look like J. Wow. Creator lives inside of me now. Creator, doctor, make me look like J. Wow.